And a good afternoon, everybody, from Falcon Stadium here on the campus of Concordia University, Wisconsin, on the shores of Lake Michigan, home of the Falcons. Welcome to Augie Football 2016 here on Augie Game Central. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Warchin, voice of the Auggies. Travis Monroe is driving this truck this afternoon. He's on camera and stats here this afternoon. And the Augies trying to win Game 1 of the 2016 campaign. Last week, they had a tough time offensively. They outgained the Eagles of Northwestern University 290 to 226, but could not punch the ball into the end zone. The Eagles topped the Augies 14-0 in that non-conference game. Meanwhile, the Falcons of Concordia-Wisconsin, and they defeated Finlandia University. Finlandia, if I understand right, they are in the first year of their program, at least football-wise. I know they have a hockey program up there. And they're out of Hancock, Michigan, part of the Twin Cities of the Upper Peninsula, along with Houghton, and they won 31 to 14. So that is our matchup. And as things change, they stay the same. Our third trip in the last 6 years, and it's overcast and a threat of rain. And seems we've run into that situation here a few times before. Last year, of course, or 2 years ago, we came in and got delayed by a couple of hours. Augie Football brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. And Augie Football, Augie Sports, all school year long, brought to you by Wells Fargo. You can deposit checks quickly and securely with smartphone. Using Wells Fargo Mobile Deposit, go to wellsfargo.com to download your application. And Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, they got us here safely. The official bus rider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or to request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Augie pregame show continues now with the coaches section and our visit with head coach Frank Hagee.
And Augie Game Day continues here on the Saturday afternoon here on the shores of Lake Michigan. The Auggies and the Falcons hit at it again here in just a few minutes. Time to talk with head coach Frank Hagee. Last week, a new era of Augie football got underway with a lot of growing pains, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And it's very cliche-ish, but typical first game.
Yeah, it was a learning experience for everyone. Well, we have 10 new starters were out there on offense. Andrew Kaczynski, AK, was the only returning starter at left tackle, and everybody else was brand new, and it showed a lot of the time. Our timing was bad, our assignments were off. Just the whole ball of wax, couldn't get the snap half the time. So yeah, it was not good. We somehow managed to put up 300 yards, but obviously couldn't do anything once we get down to the red zone. Threw 2 picks, went out on fourth down 4 or 5 times. But on the bright side, defense did a nice job. We got a few 5 returning players on defense, I think. So good core. They were solid. It was a tough one, though. That's a game you look at your schedule at the beginning of the year. Hey, we got to win that one, and we didn't. So time to move on to number 2.
All right, the offensive unit, I just mentioned a work in progress. Do you try to simplify things a little bit more this second week until everybody can grasp everything?
Yeah, for sure. We cut down the playbook, so to speak, in about half, and just try to really hone in on a few things we think we can do that are going to have some timing to it. So you'll see a little different look out here today, a little more what we hope is simplified football, and we can, move the chains a little bit more.
And get our receivers to run the right routes?
Well, that's usually the plan. You don't want 2-3 guys in the same spot, which happened a few times last week. So, yeah, hopefully we can get some spacing and some timing and get it going.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's one of the better efforts we've seen in a few years.
Yeah, no, for sure. No disrespect to Northwestern, but, yeah, it was a good matchup for us. And, we didn't blow any assignments. We're really good at corner right now, so that really helps us get some more guys in the box. So hopefully we can continue to match up like that.
Yeah, Isaiah had his work cut out for him. For the most part, did pretty well.
Yeah, he was basically in zero cover the whole game and did a great job and, gave up a couple catches, but it was, just great throw and catch by their part.
And the front 7 and especially the linebackers, very good effort.
Yeah, no, for sure. They a couple of new guys, an inside linebacker, brand new, never played a down of college football before, Hernandez and Derek, and they stuck it in there and filled their gaps and did a nice job. We're pretty experienced at the outside linebacker. Bates and Bird both saw time last year. They didn't really start, but they saw time, so a good effort.
And the MIAC has kind of dominated when it came to non-conference football, but we didn't do so well last week, and only going 5-4. And Steve Johnson has to be beside himself.
Yeah, that was insane. You know, how times have changed. Augsburg doesn't score, and Bethel gives up 70. You know, who would have thought, you know, that was reversed last year maybe even, 2 years ago. It was interesting. Usually the MIAC goes 8-0, 9-1, and the 9-0, 8-1 in the non-conference, but didn't. So, you know, it changes, it ebbs and flows, but, the conference still kind of got the top, and then the rest, everyone else. But it's always interesting. That's why you play the games.
Yeah, well, the Mathis boys are gone. There was some seasons where Bethel didn't give up 70 points a season. Want to talk about changes here, a few new faces on the coaching staff this year.
Yeah, for sure. Got Rob Hubert. He's my right-hand man on defense, kind of co-coordinating with myself. Was All-American linebacker at UMD, has been assistant coach at Concordia-St. Paul the last couple of years and does a great job. Works his butt off recruiting and coaching, and does a nice job leading that group. And then he brought over Jared Russo to coach our D-line, who actually played at Concordia-St. Paul just last year as a young guy. Guys respect him a lot, does a nice job. They got Tyler Phillips, a former Augie great, working with the defensive backs. Love that group of guys we have on defense, and they're doing a nice job.
And now let's first question, did you take a look at the weather report for this weekend?
No, I'm afraid to. Those lightning delays about kill you. I'm going to pack a couple Cliff Bars. I know that, though, just in case.
Concordia, first of all, do they still run that spread offense?
Yeah, they're going to be the whole game, 4 wide receivers, 1 back, 2 formations, well, kind of 3, really. Same guys out there the whole time, fast, and they're good at it. We actually looked at that thing in the offseason. Like, it's kind of a neat little system. It's almost kind of like running the option wishbone. You only run 1 or 2 formations, and you just get good at it, and that's what they do.
Other side of the ball, quite a few starters returning. They run a 4-4-3, I think.
Yeah, exactly. They're in a 4-4 cover 3 shell pretty much the whole game. Same thing on defense. You kind of know what you're going to get, and they just try to get good at it. It's kind of their strategy.
All right, and we come through the ball game okay physically?
Yeah, pretty good. No one's out, for sure. We got a couple actually little nicks and dinks from practice that hopefully we can overcome. But, yeah, the game was great health-wise.
All right, well, the Road Warriors go at it again here in just a bit. Next week, of course, we travel to St. Peter. Thanks, Coach, and, again, bring the umbrella.
All right, we'll do.
That is head coach Frank Hickey, the coaches section of our podium. What team am I following? The Augie pregame show here on Augie Game Center. The Augies taking on the Falcons. And a pregame show brought to you by Devani's Pizza. They mix their own fresh dough several times a day. They don't use frozen dough from out of town. They mix their dough and carefully manage its rise to perfection. Then it becomes the traditional ham-pounded pizza. That's how their freshly made dough becomes your Devani's favorite. And the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel impresses with state-of-the-art guest and private meeting spaces, mouth-watering fare at the bistro, conveniently located. Patreon complimentary shuttle to bring a ride to the action. And all Augie sports action. Visit them at courtyard.com/MSPDC at the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel. It's the news today. And the Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augie Athletics, located in Minneapolis' historic Seven Corners district. The Corner Bar is the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous Joey Wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit thecornerbar.bar for more information on the Corner Bar. Scores from last week as we check out the MIAC schedule. And it was non-conference Hamlet over Cron 29-9. McAllister beat Carleton 30-23. St. Thomas over Eau Claire 42-6. Gustavus beat Westminster 35-6. And the game Frank and I were talking about, it was Dubuque over Bethel 70-53. St. John's over St. Scholastica 49-7. Jamestown won for the first time in 90 years over Concordia-Moorhead 30-13. St. Olaf put up 69 points on Grinnell, winning 69-14, and of course that Northwestern win. Northern Sun scores last week. Augustana went over Northern State. Concordia-St. Paul under their new head coach, and they shut out Mary out of Bismarck 17-0. In the UMAC Conference, Maranatha Baptist over Martin Luther of New Ulm 20-7. Eureka defeated Knox 21-7. Milliken over Greenville 40-21. McMurray over Rockford 27-21. And Grinnell and Iowa Westland, we don't have a score read on that. We will go across the border where we're situated here on the shores of Lake Michigan, the WIAC, and it was lacrosse over Luther College of Decorah, Travis's hometown. Lacrosse 45, Luther 14, Oshkosh over John Carroll, 33-14. Stout beat Simpson 45-30. Whitewater over the College of New Jersey, 51-3. And elsewhere it was Cole over River Falls, 35-20. Stevens Point over St. Albert, 37-14. Platteville beat George Fox, 35-0. And we mentioned the St. Thomas score; they beat Eau Claire. And we take a look at the schedule for today around the MIAC and football. We'll check out the scoreboard from yesterday, soccer and volleyball. But the football schedule today: UW Eau Claire is up in the Red River Valley. That's a long trip. The Blue Goals up to Moorhead. It is St. Olaf is hosting Luther College tonight, or this afternoon, and Buena Vista is hosting St. John down in Iowa. Is that Storm Lake, Buena Vista, Travis? Not sure. Okay. And Gustavus is hosting my Falcons. Bethel is hosting Carthage. Carleton College hosting Lake Forest. St. Thomas hosting UW Stout. And Hamlin is hosting McAllister here this afternoon. And we'll check scores as we go along. Gophers are underway, and they had their way in the first half. What was the last score you was on? About 35-7? Yep. 35-7, the Gophers on the Sycamores. And that's the first half at TCF Bank Stadium. This is your Augie pregame show. For updates and information on all of the Augsburg College sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information on all 21 of our Augsburg varsity sports. It's your online home for Augie Athletics. If it's happening in Augie Sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. Let's go to yesterday and check out the scores from yesterday. I know our volleyball team did not fare well. They lost twice to UW La Crosse and to Northwestern. Both times their result was 3-1. Elsewhere, men's soccer, Concordia at home, they shut out UW Superior 2-0. McAllister over Lake Forest by a score of 3-0. Bethel shut out Cron 2-0 with a couple of goals in the second half. And women's soccer, let's see, that game was canceled. A final, St. Mary's and Benedictine College of Illinois, and they are scoreless. And another final, it was McAllister over Lake Forest by a score of 2-1. And how about this, Gustavus over Cron College 8-0. And the color guard has the flag out there at center field as Military Service Day here at Falcon Stadium. And let's go downstairs if we can pick up our national anthem. And again on Military Day here on the campus of Concordia, University of Wisconsin, the Falcons on the shores of Lake Michigan. Beautiful Capco Park, home of the Northwoods League baseball team. Just across the way, there's a small baseball stadium, soccer field, and then Capco Field, gorgeous ballpark in the Northwoods League. This is your Augie pregame show, Augie Game Central. Where did I leave off? Some scores in men's soccer again. Gustavus over Crown 8-0, and Pacific Lutheran beat Concordia by a score of 4-0. Volleyball, and it was Stevens Point over St. Ban's 3-1. Hamlin shut out Crown 3-0. St. Mary's over Luther 3-0. Lacrosse over St. Thomas 3-1 at the Augie Invitational. And St. Philip at Augustana in Illinois, no score. Cornell College and Gustavus, no score in, down in Dubuque. And another final in volleyball. St. Kate's won their third match of the year, beat Marion, Wisconsin 3-1. And it was Bethel over Aurora 3-2. They're still undefeated. And St. Ben's over Bethany Lutheran of Mankato 3-0. Gustavus Carthage down in Dubuque, no score. Augsburg at home, the Augie Invitational, first of 2 days, and they lost to UW La Crosse by a score of 3-1. Buena Vista over Carleton 3-0. More Friday scores. Bethel won again. They beat Ripon College 3-0. And McAllister beat Bethany Lutheran 3-2. St. Mary's over Central of Iowa 3-1. Augies lost to Northwestern, and the Eagles are undefeated 3-1 in favor of Northwestern. And St. Thomas over Minnesota Morris 3-1. Carleton over UW Platteville by a score of 3-1. And as I said, a lot of volleyball. Hamlin at home won 3-1. Stevens Point, McAllister, no score. And I think that's it. Those are the scores from around the MIAC from yesterday on the Augie Sports calendar. In addition to football, that's volleyball. And earlier today, the Augies were taking on Minnesota Morris, and that was 11 o'clock start. Mike Gallagher over on Channel 1. He is broadcasting that game, and then 3 o'clock this afternoon, the Augies will be taking on the Blue Goals of UW Eau Claire. Again, your Augie pregame shows. We wait the return of these two teams. We're on Augie Game Central audio and a video stream here on this Saturday afternoon. And a broadcast brought to you by an Augsburg alumni, 360 WOW Incorporated, the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You move me and check shine. If you're looking for a great job at a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360-WOW, WOW-INCinc.com. And again, that is WOW Incorporated, a sponsor for Augie Sports this season. Also brought to you by Thrivent Financial, a financial services organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously. For more than a century, they've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values, and they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alice Gonzalez for more information at 952-358-3442. And let's see if we got a score in on Augie volleyball earlier this afternoon. And let's see, that's soccer. Soccer team, by the way, men's soccer playing tonight at Edor Nelson Field. In fact, we're going to have Greg Holker on our halftime show talking about the men's program. And no score in from the Augie invite right now. Elsewhere on the Augie Sports calendar, this Saturday, the women's soccer team is at the University of Minnesota Morris, now 2-1 on the season. Tuesday at home against St. Mary's. I mentioned the Augie men's soccer team at home against Minnesota Morris tonight at 7:30 under the lights. Lost to Wartburg earlier this week by a score of 1-0. And the men's and women's cross-country team are at the University of Wisconsin, River Falls, the Concordia Hills Golf Course on the north side of town, River Falls. And the men's golf team this weekend at the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. The Blue Golds have their invitational at the Eau Claire Country Club in Altoona. The captains are meeting at the center of the field. And the Falcons have won the toss, and they elect to receive. And they will be defending the goal to right, so the Augies will be kicking off. And on the women's golf side of things, they are also at Altoona, Wisconsin, the Eau Claire Country Club for a meet this weekend. Twin City Orthopedics. They are proud to be an official sports medicine provider for Augie Athletics. TCO offers orthopedic urgent care. The hours at 6 convenient locations around the metro, 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Visit them at tco.com for a location near you. The offensive unit for the Falcons, and they go the spread offense. The wideouts, Derek Estban, he's a senior from Phoenix, and Kevin Folker, a junior from Milwaukee. The other wideouts are Dante Edwards out of Glendale, Arizona, and Deji Kiwa out of Streamwood, Illinois, and he's a senior. The quarterback is Joey Federico. He's out of Phoenix, and he is a senior. And up front, the line at left tackle, Connor Wagner, a junior from Mesa, Arizona. Obviously, they recruited Arizona very well. The other tackle is Tyler Martinkus out of Molina, Illinois. The guards are Kenny Bednarik out of Sycamore, Florida, and Ryan O'Hare from Brandon, Florida. And their center is Tyler Richards. He is from Gilbert, Arizona. Check out the Augie defense on the first possession as we get underway here from Falcon Stadium. The Augies will be defending the goal to our left. It'll be north going south here this Saturday afternoon. Overcast skies. Looks like the rain clouds have left the building so far. And dropping back to receive for the Falcons. And on the far side is Logan Haas, and he's out of Manawha, Wisconsin. He is one of their running backs. And the man on the near side is Isaiah Tennant, running back, freshman out of Sacramento, California. And kicking off will be number 1, Tanner Hansen, our sophomore kicker out of Prior Lake. As Augie football set to get underway here on Augie Game Central. Augie's wearing the traveling whites, burgundy numerals and trim. And Hansen, again, set to kick off. Augie football, we're on the road again next weekend at Gustavus. Tyler coming forward. This ball game is underway. The kickoff end over end near sidelines. It's going to take one bounce, and it is picked up by the freshman Tennant. Isaiah near sidelines 15 to the 20, and he's brought down from behind at the 21-yard line. And on the stop for the Augies, Derek Glenn, our freshman linebacker out of Faribault. And the Falcons' first possession of the ball game, their own 21-yard line, as they're just out away from Falcon Stadium. And the Falcons go no huddle, 4 receiver set. In the backfield, Logan Haas, Joey Frederico is their quarterback. Gets the snap, hands off to Haas, and Logan, line of scrimmage, 1-2 yards maybe, before he's brought down by Qua Wynn, co-captain. Qua out of Lourdes. His running mate at the other end is Steve O'Brien. He's also out of Lourdes. Dalton Ollinger is in the nose tackle spot. Second down 8 from the 23. Again, no huddle for the Falcons. To the near side is Edwards and Estman. And Folker and Giwan to the far side. As again, Federico back to pass with time. Rolling near side as he flushed out of the pocket. Goes downfield wide open, and it is caught. Dante Edwards with the catch. The young man out of Glendale, Arizona. And the Falcons have their first down of the ballgame. First down and 10 inside Augie territory. But the play is going to come back. Didn't see the flag. And no signal yet. Or did they rule it out of bounds? Not sure what the call was. Third down and 2. Make that third down and 2 from the 27-yard line. Trip to the far side. And to the near side is Sarah Gallia. Federico last week, 22 of 30, 361 yards. Again, he's passing over the middle, and it is almost picked off. It is picked off on the INT. Billy Jensen, the senior out of St. Anthony, Minnesota, and the Augies have an INT. Billy Jensen with the interception, and he made a diving catch at the Concordia 35-yard line. First down and 10 for your Augies. Offensively, again, for the Augies. Ray Guyton at the controls. The running back will be Tyrus Bolton. The wideouts will be Nick Heaney, Cyrus Yetta, and Danny Grief. And Elliott to the near side in the slot is Nick Heaney, as it is Ray Guyton. Ray J under center. We'll check out the line. I formation for the Augies from the 35-yard line. Coming down the line on the option, Bolton following James Newton. Turns the corner and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup. And it is second down and 9. The offensive line for the Augies. Connor Helgeson, the senior from Onalaska. Aaron Austin, the senior from Goodhue, or the freshman from Goodhue. The guards, Christopher Lemke out of Glencoe Silver Lake. He's a sophomore. Jack Olson, right guard, freshman from Onalaska. And Andrew Kanzinski is the center co-captain out of Toma, Wisconsin. Again, second and 9 for the Augies, 34-yard line, slot near side. I formation, deep back. No, rolling near side is Rangy. Downfield, looking for Nick Haney, and it is caught. They fight for the ball, and they're going to rule it a completion. Oh, yes, a completion for Nick Haney. He outfought the defender Down to the corner, Nick Haney with a sliding catch at the 2-yard line. First and goal for your Auggies at the 1-yard line. Nick, last week for the Auggies. And let's see, receiving-wise, Nick had 3 catches for 52 yards. And Ray J, 19 of 32, 2 picks, 181 yards. So first and goal after the interception. Nick Haney is going to get himself a rush. They marked the ball officially at the 2-yard line. So the Auggies, and they get the big guy up front to block. Josh Bentel out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is about 275. And Augsburg is going to call a timeout. They weren't quite set. The big blocking back, Josh Bentel, 5'9", 275-pound sophomore from Milwaukee. As they brought out the fullback and Nick Haney. Concordia, the Falcons, they play a 4-3-4. And the defensive line is Sean Palin. He's a junior from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Michael Ledesma, senior from Glendale, Arizona. Kevin Kern, a senior from Arlington Hills, Illinois. And Robert Woods, a sophomore from Chicago. The linebackers are Jim Thompson, senior from Mount Prospect, Illinois. Jeffrey Irandi, he's a sophomore from Chandler, Arizona. And Brian Thomas, a senior from Lowell, Indiana. The secondary for CUW. The corners are Malcolm Bowers, a senior from Germantown, just down the road. Calvin Trammell, freshman from Milwaukee. Richie Guess out of Homer Glen, Illinois. He's a junior. And the other corner is Kevin McKay, and he's a senior at Hebron, Illinois. So after the INT by the Auggies did not have an interception last week, but again, Bill Johnson getting the pick, first down and goal from the 2-yard line. Tyrus Bolton, lone man in the backfield on a strong right slot to the far side. Up man is Gentile. Give to T-Bolt and to the line, and he fumbles it into the end zone. Still loose. And touchback or not? The referee ruled it a touchback. Tyrus Bolton fumbled the ball as he cleared the goal line, and it went over the end line. And the Auggies shoot themselves in the foot. The fumble, it cost us. He had the score, and he was stripped of the ball at the goal line. Never had possession crossing the chalk. And on the fumble, it is Concordia-Wisconsin football at the 2-yard line. Tyrus Bolton last week with 18 carries, 112 yards. And they're still talking it over with the officiating crew. It is a touchback. Fumbled before Thibault got to the goal line. So the ball on the touchback comes out to the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Again, Joey Frederico, senior quarterback. Joey last week, 361 yards against Finlandia. Their leading rusher was Logan Haas with 10 carries for 64 yards. Spread formation, 2 to either side. Federico in the backfield, balanced line. As Logan Haas will line up on the left hip of Joey. Gets the snap, play action, back to pass, huddle flat. It is caught and then dropped, held on to it. It was Derek Espan with the catch, short passing play. Espan with the catch and a first down out to the Concordia 35-yard line, a 15-yard pickup. And it is first down, their second first down of the ballgame. As Espan last week, he had 3 catches for 73 yards. And again, they go no Haas, so I'm looking down. Logan Haas is at the bottom of the pile. And on top of him is Qua Nguyen. So the run defense is there. 2-yard pickup, second down and 8. Falcons at their own 37-yard line. Trips far side. Near side is Espan. As Federico looking over to the sidelines as they signal the play in. Auggies in that 3-4 defense. As Federico on the give, Haas trying to go wide, being chased by Nguyen. 40. And Haas out to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. And the Auggies think the Falcons fumbled the ball. And no signal yet from the referee. Looks like Haas, maybe the ball came loose on contact. But Haas with a pickup to the 43-yard line. 6-yard pickup, third down and 2. No fumble. Auggie defense, Jaubrey Guide, Willie Johnson, Matt Boland, and Isaiah Malone in the secondary. as they snap and the handoff. Haas line of scrimmage, and they're going to stop him short of the goal, short of the first down marker, off the right side of his offensive line. And Auggies in on the stop en masse, led by our nose tackle Dalton Olinger out of Spring Lake Park. Our linebackers, by the way, are Barkley Bates out of Sauk Rapids, Loretto Henderson out of New Ulm, Derek Glenn out of Fairborn, Clayton Bird out of Centennial. And a fourth down and a full 1.5, maybe 2 yards to go. And the Falcons are going to punt it away. So the Augie defense does the job. As back to receive for the Augies are Tino Sater and Isaiah Malone on the kick, far sidelines. Augies don't touch it. Takes a Falcon bounce inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line, maybe the 8-yard line. 49-yard punt with a roll, and Augies to start their second drive of the ballgame. Deeper in their own territory. Clock shows 11:05 to go here in the first quarter from Falcon Stadium. Augie football on Augie Game Central. And brought to you by Thrivent Financial Services Organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously. For more than a century, they've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values. Give Alex a call, 952-358-3442. Guyton under center, I formation, D-back, T-bolt, and tries to get outside, turns the corner, 10, 15, lowers the shoulder, and takes care of the defensive back, Malcolm Bowers, and bolted out to the 12-yard line. And that is a pickup. A correction, he is out to where? Sticks around the far sideline out to the 18-yard line. It is second down and 2 inside Augie territory. Haney to the near side, Elliott to the far side. And the Augies go strong left I formation. Newton and Bolton. And it is the handoff. Bolton and fumbles again. It looks like the Falcons have it again. T-Bolt with another fumble picked up by the Falcons. They take it to the end zone. And are they going to rule it a touchdown? Yes, they do. No tackle on the play as Richie Gass on the fumble recovery at Bolton fumbles the ball for the second time and picked up by the safety, Richie Gass, and he takes it in from about 20 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead at 6-0. So 2 drives and 2 turnovers for the Augies. Not the most auspicious start for the Augies. 10:32 the time of that score. And on to attempt the extra point. Well, the Falcons, I believe, is, I have a 93, Kevin Kern. He's a senior from Arlington Heights, Illinois. And the ball is down, and the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. So timeout on the field. It is Concordia-Wisconsin 7, your Augsburg Augies nothing as they try to hold on to the football. We'll have the kickoff in just a bit. This is Augie Game Day. Augie Game Central, you and Richie Sharon Company. Follow Augsburg Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Augies on Twitter and Instagram, and Augsburg College Augies on Facebook for all of your Augies social media. And remember to use the hashtag Augie Pride to share your love of Augie Athletics. Turning our attention to the scoreboard and trying to find the volleyball score from earlier today. And the Augies were in action. Let's see. Let's go up. And Augsburg and Minnesota Morris, no score in on that one. And deep to receive is Isaiah Malone and Andre Smith-Brewer, USB, standing at about the 5-yard line. Kicking off for the Falcons, Sam Springer out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Just up Interstate 43 here on the east side of Wisconsin. Augie volleyball later on this afternoon against UW Eau Claire. USB and Malone back to receive this punt. Augie trailing 7-0. 2 miscues. And the kick, low line drive kick. One of the upman's going to pick it up, and they kneel it down at the 28-yard line. And the man on special teams to cover it up for the Augies was DeAndre McKinley, senior backup running back out of Minneapolis. So the Auggies first and 10, their third possession of the ballgame. At the 29-yard line, clock shows 10:31 to go here in the first quarter. And we won the last 2 trips in here. In fact, we've won 5 in a row against the Falcons. As Guyton under center, slot to the far side. The I formation as Guyton gives to Tebow. Line of scrimmage. He has 2, 3, 4 maybe. And out to the 34-yard line. This time held onto the ball. As in on the stop was Michael Ledesma from Glendale, Arizona. And Bolton on the pickup. And at the 34-yard line, second down and 5 for your Auggies. Elliott and Heaney to the near side, the tight end for the Auggies. And who is the tight end? That's not Greep out there. We'll get the number just a bit. Guy again to Bolton. This time nothing doing as the Falcons swarming all over Tyrus Bolton. And the man in on the top, first man to hit him was Henry Jensen. He's out of Muskego, Wisconsin. And a loss on the play, third down and 6 for the Auggies back at the 33-yard line. 7-0 Falcons as they convert that fumble into a touchdown. Haney and Elliott to the near side. Newton is the up back. Bolton is the deep back. Guyton under AK. Ray J rolling near side with time. Heads up field. And he gets the 35, 38, maybe the 39-yard line. And I think the slide may have gotten him the first down. Jeffrey Ariando making the stop out of Chandler, Arizona. And indeed, Ray J got the first down. He needed 6. He got 7. First down and 10 for the Auggies at their own 39-yard line. As Coach Frank Hagan mentioned in our pregame chat, pretty much simplifying things. And the Auggies go strong right eye formation again. Guyton, give to Peeble, left side of the line. Gets outside, 45, steps through a tackle, and trying to get to midfield. They try to strip the ball once again. He dives forward, very close to the sticks over on the far sidelines. And then a late flag might be called against Concordia-Wisconsin. Late flag. And we'll have to wait and see. Personal foul or a face mask against the Falcons. And referee discussing things with his crew.
Personal foul. Tripping on the defense, number 37.
And tripping is a call on the Falcons. And that was Johnny Rue. He's a sophomore from Slinger, Wisconsin. And on the personal foul, the Auggies march into Falcon territory from the spot of the foul down to the 36-yard line. And that, after everything is said and done, they walk off the penalty from the spot of the foul. So first and 10 for the Auggies at the Falcon 36-yard line. Again, the basic offense. Slot to the near side. Ball on that far hash mark, left to right, north to south. Guyton under center, down the line of the option, gives to Bolton. Trying to turn the corner. The Falcons spread it out, and he's going to lose. Bolton could not get around the corner. Again, good pursuit to the ball by CUW. And a loss on the play back to the 39-yard line. It is second down and 13 for the Auggies. Auggies, the Road Warriors, will continue next week as they open up conference play down at St. Peter as we take on the Gusties. Trying to find the number for our tight end, but I don't have an 80 on my roster. I'll have to do some checking here. As Guyton back to pass, rolling near side, has time. Ray J to throw, come back for the ball. Elliott has it go in and out of his hands. Right in the midsection of Cyrus Elliott. It was his for the taking, and he coughed it up. And this is not a good start. 2 fumbles and a short catch goes by the boards. It is third down on the INT. Third down, and not the INT with incompletion. Third down from the 39-yard line. Guyton last week, 19 of 39, and 2 interceptions. And now coming into the ballgame is Jeremy Halawanga out of St. Paul Harding and South Dakota State University. Auggies go 4-man set as Guyton coming back down the line to the near side, rolling, sets up downfield, looking for Jeremy behind his man, reaches up and he makes the catch, and he is, they rule it incomplete. Evidently, when he hit the turf, the ball came loose. He beat his man, Alawanga did, but he made the catch, came down, and it popped loose the turf, caused the incompletion. And on 4th down and 13, the Auggies will have to punt it away once again. So 2 drop passes, not the script we would like. 2 drop passes and 2 fumbles by the Auggies. As kicking for the Auggies will be Glenn Myers, the junior out of Blaine, Minnesota. And the high snap pulled down by Glenn, gets the kickoff, far sidelines, and it takes a sideways bounce and goes out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And so CUW, Concordia-Wisconsin, has their 3rd possession of the ballgame. Clock shows 7:28 to go. We're halfway through the first quarter, and the Falcons are on top. Joey Frederico, senior quarterback. As again, Logan Haas on his left hip. He's out of Manawa, Wisconsin. Frederico, 3-step drop, looking down the middle. He throws, and it is incomplete. Pass intended on the near sidelines for Dante Edwards out of Glendale, Arizona. And the referee and the umpire. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Edwards last week, let's see how he did. He had 6 catches for 139 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Falcons. They beat Finlandia University. This time they go double slot. 2 to either side. Ball on that far hash mark. 7-0 Falcons is Frederico working out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. 3-step drop. Steps up in the pocket. He throws down the middle. It is caught. And a hit put on by Billy Johnson. He takes care of Dante Edwards. But Edwards was open by about 10 yards. Johnson got there, and he planted him at the turf at about the 30-yard line. But that is a Falcon first down, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And for the Falcons, they have their 3rd first down of the ball game. Frederico, the snap, play action, back to pass, rolling near side, being chased by Olinger. Heads on the near sidelines, 35-40, out of bounds. And it was Lorenzo Henderson, the first man, closest man to the ball. But Frederico inside Augie territory at the 48-yard line. And another first down for the Falcons, 1st down and 10 inside enemy territory. Again, we're going to see this all afternoon. No huddle. Frederico last week, 10 carries for 27 yards. Spread formation, slot to either side. Joey Sanders and Tyler Majewski are the wideouts to this near side. Augie showing 6 in the box. Frederico to pass with time. Throws it out to the flat. It is caught and rolled out of bounds on that far sideline is Dom Zergalia. Down out of Schaumburg, Illinois. He makes the catch coming back for the football, and he's out of bounds at the Augie 46-yard line. Yet again, 3 consecutive first downs. Their 4th of the ball game, 1st down and 10. And it is Frederico on the carry into the secondary and finally hauled down beyond the line of scrimmage. Wrapping them up was Deontay Howard out of Stanley Boyd, Wisconsin, junior. It is 2nd down at about 2. Inside Augie territory, the 36-yard line. Frederico, 3-step drop once again. Throws out of the flat, and again, short passing game killing us. Tyler Majewski making the catch, sits down in the middle of that zone and makes the catch at the 33-yard line. And that's another first down. That is 4 first downs on this drive, 5 overall. 1st and 10 from the Augie 32-yard line. Sanders last week, no, you didn't have a catch. Handout this time, running game near sidelines. And it was Quan Wynn to bring down the running back Logan Hawes. And then we have a injured player down, Tyler Richards there. Junior center Tyler Richards is down. And a loss on the play of about a half a yard for Logan Hawes. 2nd down, 11 from the Augie 34-yard line. Where do they spot the ball? The 33-yard line. 7-0 in favor of the Falcons with 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Augie Game Day on Augie Game Central. You and what you sharing, Kevin? Jimmy John's is the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus, and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view the menu and hours at Jimmy John's. And take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe, 26th Avenue south of Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. Again, a busy sports calendar for the Auggies. Volleyball at home, the annual Augie Invitational. Soccer today, the women are on the road at Minnesota Morris. After beating Eau Claire here the other night, the men's soccer team looking for that first win of the year. They host Minnesota Morris tonight, 7:30 at Edor Nelson Field. Cross country over at Kilkenny Golf Course, University of Wisconsin River Falls Invitational. And the golf teams are in Eau Claire, actually Altoona, Wisconsin, suburb of Eau Claire. They're playing at the Eau Claire Country Club. So early first quarter, about a half in there. And I'm guessing we won't have many scores in as of yet. Gophers had a big lead at halftime over the Sycamores at TCF Bank Stadium. And we do have one score in. Carleton trailing. Too much glare on my computer here. As they still attend to their center. Lake Forest is leading Carleton 14-0. And it is 13-0 St. John's over Buena Vista down in Storm Lake, Iowa. And the center is up and walking up onto his own power. No, they're helping him off the field. And favoring his left leg. Tyler Richards, 6'1", 257-pound junior out of Gilbert, Arizona. And the new center will be Jordan Quinn, Jr. from New Lenox, Illinois. Second down, 11 from the Augie 33-yard line. First quarter action here on the shores of Lake Michigan, in which he's sharing company. We're at Gustavus next week home for homecoming against Carleton. Spread formation, 2 to either side. Augie showing blitz coming off the corner. And then Federico changing the play at the line of scrimmage, looking over to the near sidelines. How much time on that play clock? 9 seconds to go on the play clock. Federico back to pass. Here comes the rush and caught in the backfield. Nice running play. Bring him down. The intended receiver was Jean-Brie Guy out of Eagan, Minnesota. And North Dakota School of Science. He brought down the intended receiver, loss of one more. Third down and 12 from the Augie 34-yard line. Jean-Brie, just a sophomore. Trip to the far side. That's the wide side of the field. To the near side, the flanker, Dante Edwards. Majewski and Giwan to the far side, along with Kevin Fulker. Federico with 5 on the play clock. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Avoids the first man. Looks downfield. Heads upfield. 35-30. And out of bounds at the Augie 28-yard line. Just 6 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And about 6. See, did they try any field goals last week? And it was a 26-yarder. Jacob Mason did try one field goal. It looks like Federico and company are going to go for it on fourth down. And they say closer to 4 yards. You go 4th and 4 from the 26-yard line. Federico may be changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 7-0 Falcons. The snap, back to pass, straight drop, fade pattern, corner of the end zone, and there's going to be an interference call against Jean-Brie.
He never turned around.
Pass interference call looking for the wide receiver Dante Edwards. Flag came early, and Jean-Brie never looked back for the ball, and that's going to cost him. Now the ball coming back upfield might be a pass, offensive pass interference. See what the referee has to say.
Defense, number 39.
Jean-Brie, guy with the holding call. on the pass interference. And upcoming the 10th play of this drive. And they spot the ball after they walk off the penalty down. It's a 10-yarder down to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Unofficially their 6th first down of the ballgame. So the penalty against the Auggies. Slot to either side for the blue-clad Falcons. They've got the Air Force blue out there on their uniforms. Man in motion near side. And it is Federico. Handoff Haas into the secondary. 5, 4, 3. And down to maybe the 2-yard line. Logan Haas, their leading rusher last week, with 64 yards. And there he rips off about 14. 1st and goal for the Falcons at the Augie 2-yard line. Federico handoff again. Haas to the goal line to the end zone. Touchdown. Logan Haas takes it in from 2 yards. And the Falcons take the ball and go 81 yards in 11 plays. Haas the touchdown. And CUW takes a 13-0 lead. And they time off that drive 3 minutes and 56 seconds. It's on to attempt the extra point. Is Kevin Kern. Ball is snapped and put down. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. It's good. And the Falcons now have a 14-0 lead. So the Augies, this has been a first half that has not gone our way. Fumbled into the end zone, another fumbled. 2 sure passes that were dropped. One dropped by Halawanga, the other one dropped by Simershetta. So the Augies have their work cut out for them, still looking for their first score of 2016. Take a trip down memory lanes at Memory Lane and Flashback Cafe, 26th Avenue, South Minneapolis, 30 bowling lanes. Live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. And Twin City Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augie Athletics. TCO offers orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations around the metro. And they're open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. And visit them at tcomn.com to find a location near you. And kicking off for the Falcons is Sam Springer. Malone and USB, Andre Smith-Brewer out of the 21-yard line. And Andre reverses field 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield, 1 man to beat, and he's out of bounds. Talked to him at the volleyball match the other day, and he promised me he's going to take him out of the house. And that sprinter speed by USB almost got him the touchdown from about 79 yards out. Nonetheless, the Augies will start this drive inside Falcon territory at the 45-yard line. Augie trailing by a couple of touchdowns. Clock 3:19. Boy, this has been a very slow-moving first quarter. Still the first quarter. Guyton at the controls, same formation, slot to the near side. High formation of the backfield, Newton and Bolton. Ray J steps out from underneath the huddle, looks over to the sidelines. Now underneath AK. Give to Bolton, far side, going wide, 45 to the 40, cuts back, still on his feet and out of bounds in front of the Augie bench and across the way. And the head linesman looks like they're going to give him the 47-yard line. A 37-yard line. 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2 for the Augies. Augies have now 4 first downs in the first quarter. Guidance underneath center, now steps back, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 5 on the play clock. Falcons showing blitz, finally the snap, and they get Bolton, and Bolton in the backfield, and he's not going to go anywhere. Mental misdirection, and I don't know if Bolton knew where he was going. He went left, he went right, then he went back. And he lost on the play back to the 40-yard line, a loss of 3. 3rd down and a full 5 yards to go inside Falcon territory. And we actually have seen the sunshine here this afternoon. But the wind we have is blowing out of the north. It's at the back of the Augies. As again, Guyton rolling out near side. Ray J pulls it down, line of scrimmage, 1, 2 yards, and that's it, maybe 3. Ray Guyton on the option. And Ray J only picks up 2 yards on the play, 4th down, and a full 3 yards to go inside Falcon territory at the 38-yard line. And I don't see Tyler, I don't see Glenn, so the Auggies are going to go for it. Trailing 14-0 late first quarter. The Falcons will be taking on Alma College next weekend, part of the Northern Athletic Conference and the Midwestern Athletic Conference crossover series. 4th and 3 for the Auggies. Guyton under center on a strong right, coming down the line, far side. Ray J to throw downfield. He's got Nick open. Nick with a catch. No, it's off his hands and incomplete. He was trying to hold the defender, Calvin Tramble, off and trying to make a one-handed catch. And Nick Haney could not haul it in. And the ball will go on down to Concordia at their 38-yard line, leading 14-0 with 1:06 to go here in the first quarter. And again, football scores involving our MIAC schools. We'll get to those in just a bit. Falcon football, they had 3 move on 1 play. Now they get set, 3-point stance. Federico back to pass play action, right down the middle. It is caught. First down inside the 45 and down to the 44-yard line. And still on his feet and still moving. As on the catch for the Falcons was Deji Kiwa. He's a senior from Streamwood, Illinois. And Kiwa down to the 39-yard line of the Auggies. At 23 yards on that pass completion and run. I think mark it close to the 40-yard line. As Federico and the Falcon offense, predominantly a passing offense, about 70 to 30%. Federico pitch near side. Haas turns the corner, 40, 35, and met there at the pass and brought down by Jambri. Jambri guy on the staff got some help from Steve O'Brien. And Haas with the run, pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6 from the Augsburg 34-yard line. And this time 2 in the backfield. They're joined by Isaiah Tennant, the freshman from Sacramento. Tennant goes in motion. Federico give to Haas, 35, 34-yard line. Trip up on the play by our nose guard, Dalton Olinger, out of Spring Lake Park and the University of Sioux Falls. And as they pick up to the 34-yard line, 3rd down, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And the Falcons are driving once again. 3rd down for the Falcons. Again at the August 34-yard line. And the touchdowns in the first half by Concordia. 81-yard drive, 11 plays Haas going in from 2 yards out. On the second touchdown. And the first touchdown for the Falcons. Tyrus Bolton fumbled the ball, picked up by Richie Guess in the secondary, motored in from about 22 yards out. Point after on both possessions, good for a first down. It's a second quarter action here on the shores of Lake Michigan. Demonte's Pizza is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for grain pizza. Demonte is located right across the street. Offer the famous automatic discount, 10% off any order. Just tell them you want it Augimatic at Demonte's Pizza. And we're brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of the Auggies and dedicated to helping people reach their goals on and off the field. Call, click, or stop by to start a conversation with them today. Wells Fargo, together we will go far. Eau Claire, Concordia, no score. Nothing in from St. Old, no surprise there. Concordia is leading the Auggies, as mentioned, 14-0. And St. John's is up on Buena Vista, 20-0. First play of the quarter, Federico on the keeper, 30, steps through a tackle and down to the 29-yard line, and that should be good enough for a first down. First down and 10 on the 5-yard pickup. Trips to the near side, wide receiver to the far side. And there's their first quarter stats. As on the head up this time, Logan Haas goes outside through a tackle, 20. Haas lowers his shoulder, bowls over Jamboree guy, Billy Johnson. And the Falcons pick up their 9th first down of the ballgame. They have outgained the Auggies here in the first quarter, 133 to 71. 73 through the air. And 60 on the ground. Federico Haas up the middle. And he has the 15 and down to 13, 12, maybe the 11-yard line. Logan Haas off the left side of his offensive line. And Qua Win in on the staff for the Auggies. They call it the 11-yard line. Second down and 4 from that spot. Late defensive substitution for the Auggies. It's Jacob Bourne coming in. Young man out of Minnetonka. Haas and Federico. Partners in that backfield. Federico give to Haas going wide near side. Turns the corner. 10 to the 5 or to the 6-yard line. Logan Haas coming up to put the stop at him was Isaiah Malone coming up from his defensive back spot, the junior out of Park Center. And that is a good enough for a first down and goal for the Falcons at the Augie 6-yard line. And on the handoff and straight ahead and down to the 6-yard line. Aaron Nixon is now the quarterback. And evidently Nixon's been going all the way. That Federico was 16, number 16. Aaron Nixon out of North Prairie, Wisconsin, junior. Nixon at the control of this first half. And Nixon did not play last week. So first and goal for the Falcons at the Augie 6-yard line. Tennant in the backfield. Haas is down. Nixon to throw, rolling far side. Tennant with all kinds of time, and now he slips and goes down. Quan Win has a sack. The Auggies on the sack, and they bring him down on the loss on the play back to the 17-yard line, where it'll be second down and goal. Nixon in that first quarter, 6 and 9. They won an interception by Billy Johnson, 73 yards. Logan Haas, 33 yards, rushing that first half. Tyrus Bolton, 10 carries for 38 yards. Ray J just 1 of 4 in the passing department. Nick Keeney caught that pass. Nixon with a man in motion across the formation is Estman. Nixon to pass, and it is caught into the secondary 15 down to the 14-yard line. Stepping his way through traffic was Dante Edwards. Edwards with his second catch of the ballgame. A slant pattern over the middle. Forward progress to the 15-yard line, a 2-yard pickup, third down. And goal from that spot. Haas back in the ballgame. As Tennant comes out. Again, the 4 receivers stand for Aaron Nixon. And he's junior out of North Prairie, Wisconsin. That's down right around Madison. Nixon looking over to the near sidelines. On the near hash mark. 12 minutes to go, first half, 14-0. Nixon straight drop with time downfield, and it's caught right at the goal line. Auggies push him back. Making the catch was Dom Saragalea. And he did not cross the goal line. No, he's down about to the half-yard line. Fourth down and inches for the Falcons. And was that the fourth? No, that was a fourth down play. I lost track of the downs. That's a turnover on downs. So the Auggies avoid the touchdown and get the ball back, but this time at the 6-inch line. Clock shows 11:58 to go here in the first half. I had a third down play, but it was a fourth down and goal. Not the first time I've been wrong the last 2 nights, right, Travis? Here comes the Augie offensive unit. Right now, their own worst enemy here in the first half. Time to turn things around. And they line up in the end zone. High formation, Bolton, the deep back. In front of him is James Newton as Guyton. And back to pass in the end zone. Throws downfield looking for Nick. He's got it. Nick Keeney with a catch. He lays out and makes the catch at the 35-yard line. And that got us some operating room. Nick Keeney, our leading receiver, our second catch, 1st and 10 for the Auggies at the 35-yard line as we have just our 5th first down of the ballgame. Nick now with 67 yards in pass receiving this afternoon on 2 catches. As Guyton is now 2 out of 5. Heaney and Elliott to the far side on a strong left. Guyton under AK, Andrew Konzinski. Give to Bolton, right side, 35-40. And to the midfield stripe inside. Not Carver. Why do I keep saying that? Concordia, Wisconsin, inside Falcon territory at the 49-yard line. And the Auggies have back-to-back first downs on the run by Tyrus Bolton. And he's close to 50 yards in rushing here in the first half. And first possession of the ball game, a fumble at the goal line. And on a touchback, fumble. That was the second one. A handoff to Tyrus Bolton. Fumble picked up by the secondary, Richie Guess. And he was untouched into the end zone. Guyton, long count. Give to Bolton. Again, trying to get outside in traffic. And runs into his own man. Then a whole host of blue jersey. But flag on the play. In the backfield for the Auggies, not a good spot. And that could be holding. Personal foul. No personal foul defense against the Falcons, and that is their second penalty out of the ballgame. And that'll move it upfield to where? Referee tucks his flag away. No call yet. Here we go. Turn your microphone on. Yep. Late hit on the play. That is an automatic first down on the personal foul. And they'll mark it at the 39-yard line of the Falcons. First down and 10. So the Auggies need a time-consuming ball control drive and no turnovers. Same formation we've seen all afternoon long. As guided under center, far hash mark, and on the give to Bolton. Oh, quarterback keeper, and Guyton brought down as up the middle, the blitz by CW. And Guyton never got on track. He loses that 10-yard pickup, and it is second down and 20 back at the Falcon 49-yard line. Ray J does not have a chance. And Guyton is going to come off. And he got hit pretty good. Sam Keys is going to come into the ball game at quarterback, the 6'2" senior from Richfield Holy Angels. Sam Keys will see his first playing in 2060. As Guyton is over on the bench far sidelines. He got swarmed under by three different Falcons. So Keys in the control at the controls of the Auggies with 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Plenty of time to turn this thing around. Haney and Elliott to the near side. Newton the up back. Bolton is the deep back. Sam Keys a little unsure on the play. And now he ducks under center. 5 on the play clock. Sammy back to pass. Fumbles the ball! And I think the Cowboys have it. Sam Keys, first possession of 016. And he got hit from behind. The ball came loose on the turf. But I believe it was AK falling on top of it. Yes, Andrew Konzinski with the recovery. And the Auggies dodge another bullet. But a loss on the play back to the 45-yard line. Third down and 26 back in Augie territory. And now James Newton will come out of the ballgame. The Auggies will go with the receiver package of 3 or more. Haney to the far side. Elliott to the near side in the slot. He is Halawanga. Keys will work out of the shotgun, actually the pistol formation with Tyrus Bolton, 4-man front. Back to pass, looking downfield, pulls it down, heads upfield, 45, midfield, around a man. 45 gets a block, 40, and does not get all of it back, but he gets inside Falcon territory and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 20-yard pick, and we needed 26. So fourth down at a full 6 yards to go. And they see he went out of bounds, farther back up, on the 36-yard line. So on a fourth down, and it looks like the Auggies are going to go for it. Not the best last week in terms of 4-down territory. I think we were 1 of 6 last week in 4-down possessions. Yeah, 1 of 6 third-down possessions. We were 6 of 18. So the Auggies are going to go for it inside Falcon territory, the 36-yard line. Ray Guyton is back into the ballgame. Out of the flat and a low pass. I believe it's incomplete. Pass intended for Nick Haney. And Ray Guyton put it at his feet. And Nick could not come up with an incomplete pass. The ball goes over on downs to the Auggies. Auggies have turned the ball over every possession on 2 fumbles and a couple of drives that stalled out. And so the Falcons have the football inside their own territory. Clock shows 8:51 to go in a 14-0 first quarter. As we're broadcasting here in Augie Game Central. At the controls again is Aaron Nixon. Trying to get the right quarterback out there. Isaiah Tennant on the right hit. And it is Nixon trying to keep it himself. Heads upfield. He's brought down. He got to the line of scrimmage. And he was hauled down in the middle by the Augie defense. The linebacker Clayton Bird out of there, the junior out of Centennial, Minnesota. 1 yard of the pickup, second down, 9 from the Falcon 37-yard line. Nixon again to pass with time downfield. Man open, wide open catch. 40 out of bounds. As on the catch was Tyler Majewski. He is out of Elgin, Illinois. And the wide receivers are getting wide open, meeting the Augie secondary. There's another first down. Their 10th of the ballgame. 1st and 10 inside the Augie territory from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers set, 3 to the near side. Nixon to throw. And flag on the play, an illegal motion call against the Falcons. That'll back them up to the Augie 45, 2nd and 15. As the Falcons have their third penalty of this first half. Illegal procedure, the call. 8:12 to go, second quarter. Nixon under center. Now he's going to drop into the shotgun formation. Looking at that Augie 3-4 lineup. Tennant lines up on his left hip. And on the give to Tennant, trying to go wide near side. Cuts back, 45-40, 35-30. To the middle of the field and down to the 27, maybe the 28-yard line before Barkley Bates brought him down from behind. Barkley, the sophomore out of Sac Rapids. But that is a pickup of 20 yards. They only needed 15, first down and 10 for the Falcons. That is 11 first downs here in the first half. As they continue with the no-huddle offense all first half. 3 to the wide side, and Sarah Galea wide of the near side. As Nixon, play action back to pass from the blind side, and he escaped the tackle of Stephen O'Brien. Throws downfield, end zone, jump ball, caught! And a touchdown! As Isaiah Malone got bait, the taller receiver is Sarah Galea, or Dom Sarah Galea, 6'3" senior, making the catch. Oh, it was Steve O'Brien. He had the quarterback in his grasp. And somehow he slipped away and got the pass off. Touchdown pass. It is 20-0. 25-yard touchdown pass. They go 64 yards in 4 plays. They get 11 men out there on the field to the Falcons. Ball down, kick up. And it is good. So time out of the field. 21-0 in favor of Concordia-University, Wisconsin. They got a 4-play drive, 64 yards. And time off the clock, 1 minute and about 25 seconds. He has a couple of long plays, and the Falcons score the 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Ever wonder where Devontae gets their fabulous Filgy bun? They own and operate their own Oven Hearth Bakery in St. Paul. They may be the most hands-on commercial bakery around, but that's why your hoagie buns are always fresh. The only way they could get close to homemade is if you made them yourself. Hey, what's your Devontae's favorite? And again, brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of the Auggies, and the power of teamwork. Stop by your nearest location to learn how great things can be accomplished when you work together. That is Wells Fargo. I'm Town Watching Travis Monroe on camera, and all of you back home not liking the results so far, as it has been all Falcons here in the first half. Auggies with 2 fumbles on their first 2 possessions, couple of drop passes, and things have not gone our way. And Spranger to kick off, and the kick, very short kick. And it is taken by the Auggies and down at the 35-yard line. Under the up man making the catch. And let's give credit where credit is. That's Mustafa Adam. And Mustafa's a freshman linebacker. He's out of River Falls, Wisconsin. Augie football now trailing by 3 touchdowns as we're halfway through this second quarter. And let's see if that's Keys or is that Guyton at the controls. It is Ray J. Under center, again the I formation. And on the give, no play action far side. Guyton to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. And again, Ray J's throw was coming in on the short up, not getting much air underneath those passes. Nick came back for the ball, trying to make a sliding catch, and it did not go well. However, we're just 2 completions so far here in the first half. Ball in the middle of the field. The Auggies going from south to north. 6 men in the box. Guided pass, bubble screen. Here's Bolton. Line of scrimmage. T-Bolt to the 40, 41-yard line. Richie Guest comes up from a safety spot. This young man is Homer Glen, Illinois. And the pass to Bolton, not to the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 5 inside Augie territory. These same Falcons will be at Theodore Nelson Field next year. Last year, the Augies won handily, put up 54 points on the board. But this is a new era. Guyton steps up from underneath the center. Looks over to the far sidelines. Looking at his wristband. 5 seconds on the play clock. Guyton rolling near side. Bolton leading him around the corner. Right into the 40, 45, midfield, 45, cuts back 40, avoids a man, 35. From behind, he's brought down from the 31 at the 31-yard line. Ray Guyton. And catching him from behind, finally bringing him down was James Thompson out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. But a pickup to the 30-yard line. 30-yard pickup, our longest pickup of the afternoon so far. And our 5th first down of the ball game. 4 of those first downs coming this quarter. Haney and Elliott are the wideouts on a strong left. As Guyton out of Stockton, California. Deep man, Bolton, line of scrimmage. And he's going to be brought down. Could not get back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't have much blocking in front of him. And he was hauled down by the defense. And on the stop for CUW was Chip McKay. And he's from Hebron, Illinois. Bolton with a 3-yard loss, take it down at 13. Back at the Falcon 33-yard line. Again, I don't have to allude to any different formations. We run from the same set the entire first half. And it is Guyton on the quarterback keeper. And he could not get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons submarine him. And still a big pilot. And Ray J is still on the ground, but he has a defender on top of him. Now he gets up as he lost his helmet. But in the stop was Kevin Kern from Arlington Heights, Illinois. Loss of 1 more. 3rd down and 14. Back at the Augie 34-yard line. 21-0 your score here at halftime with 5:06 to go in the half. Both soccer teams are in action today. Volleyball going on at the Augie Invitational. Golf today, cross country today. 3rd in the passing situation for the Augies. As Ray J coming down the line of the option. He throws, coming back for the ball. Catch. And right down to the 20-yard line, it was Cyrus Elliott. And let's see where they give him forward progress. I think they gave him enough. They ruled him down to the 20-yard line. Indeed, they did give him a first down. Our 6th first down of the ballgame. 5 in this quarter at the Falcon 20-yard line. See if we can't get a score, make it a 2-score ball game.
Come on, D!
You'll get the ball to start the second half. And Guyton overlooking that 3-4 defense, and the handoff to Bolton, line of scrimmage. And that's it. He is swarmed under by 1, 2, 3, 4 Falcons. There's another man at the bottom of that pile who made the initial stat. As on the stat was Jeffrey Ariando. Another young man out of Chandler, Arizona. Boy, they got a pipeline down in the Sunshine State. At least half a dozen young men from Arizona. I see James Newton coming out of the ballgame. Second down, 11. Back at the 21-yard line. And Jeremy Halawanga coming out of the ballgame as a wide receiver. So 3 receivers set this time, working out of the shotgun is Guyton. He needed the near side. Halawanga and Elliott to the far side. Ray J rolling far side back against the green-looking screen, and it's nobody there. He had 2 men in the vicinity. Unfortunately, they were linemen. Andrew Konzinski was there, and I believe it was Aaron Austin in the vicinity of the pass, but they can't catch the ball on a screen. Incomplete pass. Third down, 11, in 4-down territory at the Falcon 21-yard line. Hey, Burkettle and AK leads them up to the line of scrimmage. I think we got a new center. Yeah, Christopher Lemke now in the ball game at center out of Glencoe, Silver Lake, Wright County Conference. Ray J out of the shotgun. The snap, the pass, near sideline. Nick looking for Nick, and it's way behind him. Nick Keeney was heading upfield, and Gaida was expecting a square out as Malcolm Bowers was defending on the play. And on a 4th down and 11, the Auggies down 21-0 are going to go for it. And they take the tight end out, and James Newton will come into the ballgame. I'll have to ask the coaching staff in the booth next to us. Got a number 80 at tight end. I don't have number 80 on my roster. I'm not on the roster that Don gave me either. 4th in a passing situation. Guyton rolling far side into the end zone. The pass and almost picked off, and it's knocked down. Good defense in the secondary to the corner of the end zone looking for Halawanga. And the ball goes over on downs once again to the Auggies after a 10-play drive that got down, started at their own 35, got to the 21-yard line. And for the Auggies, they have turned it over on downs once, twice. Fumble. And, yep, they turned over 3 now 4 times on downs. And Nixon and company for the Falcons go to work. Deep in their own territory. Nixon straight drop, looking near side, throws downfield. Isaiah picks it off. Malone back upfield, 40, 35, 30. A block at 25, 20, 15. Isaiah to the goal line. Touchdown. Did he go out of bounds? Touchdown for Isaiah Malone. As the young man out of Park Center High School picks off the pass to the 40. Takes to the house as the Auggies take get our first score of 2016 on the INT, our second of the ballgame. Isaiah Malone from 40 yards out, and it is 21-6. And Nixon way underthrew his intended receiver, and Malone had an easy pick, went up, and he had a nice convoy down the near sidelines in terms of blockers. He had at least 4 guys taking him to the house. And to attempt the extra point is Tyler Hansen. Out of the hold of Guyton. And the ball is put down. The kick is up by Tanner, and it is good. So time out of the field to score. Concordia-Wisconsin 21 and your Augsburg Auggies 7. This is Auggie Game Day from Auggie Game Central. We'll get the kickoff here in just a bit. Jimmy John's the number 1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus and provide free fast delivery. How fast you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view their menu and their hours. That's Jimmy John's. And whether it's across town or across country, let Minnesota coaches, their quality equipment, and experienced, courteous drivers provide you worry-free transportation. Overnight and extended trip options are available. Visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today. Request a quote. Minnesota Coach, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. And football this afternoon. And it's St. John's 33, Buena Vista nothing. Tally scored 49 points last weekend. Bethel's up on Carthage 21-6. Lake Forest is up on Carleton 28-7. Those are the scores we have. And it is up to Travis to find me a Gopher score before we get to the second half. As it'll be Hansen to kick off. And Fournette is back. And the other deep man on this kickoff is Johnny Rao. Hansen coming forward, and the kick, pooch kick, far sidelines, and it's going to go roll out of bounds. That's a penalty, unfortunately. And the Falcons will get the drive started at their own 35-yard line. And I think they have 2 timeouts remaining, or all 3. Anyway, 3:14 to go in the half, 21-7. Auggies with 2 picks so far here this afternoon. Of course, tomorrow down in Nashville, the Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. And Travis tells me that Coach Mike Zimmer, under the pressure from the NFL, did finally name a starting quarterback. Sean Hill will start, and I think he'll go maybe a half. 58-14. Matt Leitner having a golf ball game. 58-21. Fourth quarter score from TCF Bank Stadium. And the Gophers looking to go 2-0. And at noon start time on Sunday for the Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. 21-7. Falcons with the football. Nixon at the controls out of the shotgun. And the young freshman Tennant on the option. Pitch back to Tennant, rolling near side. 35. Flag on the play on a hold. Another flag on the play. Ooh, that could be offsetting. Billy Johnson gets the runner at the point of the attack. And the ball came loose, and Qua Nguyen recovered it. But one flag came in early in the backfield. Another one came in about 5 seconds later. And are we going to see offsetting minors? Referee discussing things with the heads linesman. Holding against Concordia. Okay. That'll be a 10-yard walk up from the spot of the foul. And scrolling my scoreboard.
On the offense, number 17. 10 yards from the end of the run. The ball was fumbled and recovered out of bounds. It's still Concordia's ball. First down.
First down, Falcons. Ball fumbled out of bounds. So no chance for the Auggies to recover. But the 10-yard walk up from the end of the run. And that should mark it back to about the 16-yard line. A correction, the 24-yard line. 24-yard line. It'll be first down and 20 from that spot. Nixon gets the snap, heads upfield, quarterback draw, trying to get outside. The pursuit is there, and down he goes. The Augie defense swarming on the quarterback. And by committee, there at the bottom of the pile is Dalton Ollinger. Our nose guard in that 3-4. And virtually no gain on the play. Third down or second down and 20 to 24. And I'm guessing the Augies may use one of their timeouts here if we can make a stop. So 2:35 to go, time to maybe get one more if we can manage the clock. And Nixon, 3-step drop, looking far side. He throws downfield, looking for a man, and it's way incomplete. Pass intended for Josh Sanders out of Phoenix, Arizona. Then a flag on the play, and Jabri Guy, he may have gotten a personal foul. Guy arguing the call, and the Augies are talking to the young man. And that came late after the incompleted pass. But everybody's dropping back. Are we going to see another personal foul? But which way is going to go? And the referee and the crew are bringing it back. No indication yet from the man with the white cap down there. Here comes the...
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. On the offense, number 5. Down count. It'll be
And a little taunting going on. Dante Edwards, the wide receiver. And it was third down and 20. And that'll mark him off another 10, maybe 15 yards. And the ball, it'll be third down from the 13-yard line. Third down and 13. They need to get to the 45-yard line. So Nixon and the Falcons, country mile to go. Man in motion across formation is Giwa. Nixon, straight drop inside the 5, throws it out of the flat, and it is caught. And the Augie defense takes care of business on the far sidelines. There's Clayton Bird to bring down the pass intended. And the little screen pass, fourth down. And the Falcons have to punt it away for the first time this afternoon. Augie football. And dropping back to receive, James Newton down the near side. And Isaiah Malone on the far side. Their punter is Albert Gorlitz, and he's out of Owen with the Wisconsin. It's down around the Toma area. In the end zone is the punter. He gets the kickoff. Boom, and kick. And going back for that, Tino Sater, that's 7. Here's Tino, midfield, trying to stay in bounds. And he could not. He's tipped out of bounds at the 49-yard line. He was not touched. He was open, but couldn't keep his balance. But he does get the Auggies in field position at the Falcon 49-yard line. We have all 3 timeouts remaining and 1:38 to go. Now in a 21-7 ball game. The interception and 40-yard return of the pass by Isaiah Malone. And the Augie offensive unit had Stillwater last night. Stillwater and Roseville. No, they're not wearing the red. They're wearing the burgundy and gray. This broadcast. Oh.
10 yards will be enforced from the spot at the end of the kick. Be first down.
And a holding call against the Auggies on the penalty. That is our second penalty of the ball game unofficially. Be a 10-yard walk-up from the spot of the foul. And that should bring it inside the Augie territory where holding on the return team. 49-yard line maybe. Who's still not quite sure on what the deal is. Here comes a 10-yard walk-up. Back to the Augie 41-yard line. 1st and 10 with 1:38 to go. Full contingent of 3 timeouts. Now they need to go 59 yards to try to put a touchdown up on the board.
Come on, D!
As guided, Ray J under center. Fumbles a snap and has to fall on top of it. Bad snap between Lemke and Guyton. And Ray J falls on top of it. Tino Sater comes into the ball game. We take out our tight end. Loss of 1 of the play, 2nd down, 11. At the Augie 40-yard line. This time 4 receivers set the spread formation. On that far hash mark, Bolton out of the pistol formation. Ray J to pass with time downfield, looking for Tino, and it is incomplete. Led him by about a yard, a little bit yard too much. Tino Sater for the Augie, the intended receiver, the young man out of Henry Sibley High School. He's just a freshman, 5'9", 180-pound freshman. It'll be 2nd down, 3rd down and 11. From the Augie 40-yard line, we do get the kick to start the second half. Sater and Elliott to the near side. And Anastasio, Vanderbosch Romo. And Nick Haney on the far side. First time we've seen Anastasio in the ballgame. Spread formation. Guided out of the gun. Back to pass with time. Partially tipped. And it is incomplete. It was tipped, so no interference call. The defender came over the back of our intended receiver, but the ball was tipped. So no interference call. 4th down and 11. From the Augie 40-yard line, we got another player down, another Falcon down on the field. 2nd injury of the ball game. By the way, their head coach is Greg Getter. He is in his 9th year. Frank Hagan has the 11th year, of course, on our staff. Drew Prevett, Nate Tennant, Robert Huberty, our defensive coordinator, and linebacker coach Tanner Phillips came back. Outstanding defensive back in his day. Jared Russo working with our defensive line. Brad Bisco, he works with our wide receivers. Mike Manson, linebacker coach and team chaplain. Matt Howard in the secondary. T.J. Dean, the coach of our running backs. Augie football here on Augie Game Central. Nice to have you along. Our next broadcast will be next Wednesday when the volleyball team will be back in action. They open up conference play against St. Olaf. That'll be 7 o'clock at Ernie Anderson Court, Simon L.B. Hall. And the young man is up for the Falcons and walking up very gingerly. And that is Sam Russo, 245-pound freshman lineman from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And Glenn is going to punt away. Glenn Myers, a junior out of Blaine, he's going to punt it away for the first time. As Isaiah Tennant goes back, standing inside his own 30-yard line. And Glenn awaiting the long snap, gets it, has time, gets it off. Line drive kick, far sidelines. We need a roll. We do get one. 20, 15, keep rolling. And down to the 10, 9-yard line. And that is a 50-yard punt with the roll down to the 9. And for the Falcons, deep in their own territory. And just 31 seconds ago here in the first half. 21-7 Falcons. Got a lot of errors to clean up at halftime. But with the possession to start the second half, see if we can't turn this momentum around. Let's see if the Falcons will take the knee and run out the clock. And indeed they do. They kneel it down. Clock runs out. 27 seconds to go in the half. No sense of urgency by the offensive unit. And it played 2 quarters of football. 21-7 here at the break. Augie football audio and video streaming here this afternoon. Here on the shores of Lake Michigan, right here on Augie Game Central. Our broadcast brought to you by Wells Fargo. Get the tools and resources to help make the most of college. Talk to a banker today to learn more. Visit wellsfargo.com/ wellsfargo.com/get college ready. And you have a group that requires some transportation. Minnesota Coaches can provide you with safe, clean, friendly, and timely charter transportation services. No matter what size your group, no matter where your pickup is or your destination, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today to request a quote. Minnesota Coaches, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. And Devani's Pizza mixes their own fresh dough several times a day. They don't use frozen dough from out of town. They mix their dough and carefully manage its rise to perfection. Then it becomes their traditional hand-pounded pizza. That's how their freshly made dough becomes your Devani's favorite. Courtyard Minneapolis, impressive with state-of-the-art guest rooms, private meeting spaces, mouth-watering pier at the bistro, conveniently located, featuring a complimentary shuttle to bring you right to the action. For all of our Augie sports, visit them at courtyard.com/MSPDC at the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel. It's a new stay. And owned and operated by an Augie alumni, 360 Wow Incorporated is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands here in the Twin Cities. Their phone number, 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You move me, and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great job on a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360-wow-inc.com. Tough start for the Augies. Opening possession of the ball game for the Augies. Tyrus Bolton was taking it in for a touchdown, fumbled the ball through the end zone, and on the touchback, the Falcons. What Concordia College am I talking about? No, the Falcons get it back, and the Augies on their second possession, they fumbled the ball, and a defensive back picked it up and took it in from about 40 yards out. Get all the official scoring from the stat people. There it is. Thank you. And the scoring in the first half, Richie Guest, the 20-yard fumble recovery, the Kevin Kern kick. First quarter, 10:32, it's 7-0. Falcons again, this time at the 3:32 mark of the first quarter. Logan Haas taking it in from 4 yards out, capping off a 90-play drive in just under 4 minutes. 14-0. Early second quarter, middle of the second quarter, Dominic Sergalea, 27-yard pass from Aaron Nixon. PAT good, 21-0. And that was a 64-yard drive in 4 plays. Finally, the Augies got the points. 39-yard interception run for Isaiah Malone. Tanner Hansen, the kick, coming at the 3:14 mark of the first half. 21-7, that's their score here at halftime. First half of the first half, the Augies have 10, and the Falcons have 14. Rushing yardage, the Augies have 81 on the ground, 81 through the air. That adds up. My 8th grade math is 162. And for the Falcons, 95 yards on the ground at 23 rushes, 138 yards through the air. Auggies have fumbled the ball 3 times. They've lost 2. The Falcons have fumbled once and recovered. Penalties, the Falcons have taken 5 flags for 53 yards. Auggies with 2 for 21. Time of possession just about even. In fact, the Auggies have about a 1-minute lead in time of possession. Third down conversion, 3 for 8. Fourth down, we're 0 for 3 and 1 for 9 on the season. Your individual totals in the first half, Guyton, and he carried the ball 7 times, 57 yards, and a net of 45. Tyrus Bolton, 15 carries with a net of 42. Passing, Ray J was 3 of 13. That's it, 81 yards. Sam Keys came in for 1 play, did not pass. Receivers, Nick Haney has 2 catches for 67 yards. Cyrus Elliott has 1 for 14. And punting, Glenn Myers with 2, averaging 40.5. Isaiah Malone, 1 return for 5 yards. Andre Smith-Brewer returned a kickoff for about 35 yards. Quan Wynn, the senior co-captain, in on 9 tackles, including 6 solo here in the first half. The numbers for the Falcons, and the leading rushers, Logan Haas with 57 carries for 11 carries, for 57 yards. They had a touchdown. Aaron Nixon, 34 yards on 8 carries. Receiving, Dominic Sergalea, 2 catches for 40. Tyler Majewski, 2 for 28. Kevin Polker, 2 for 27. Dante Edwards, 2 for 23. Edward Gorlitz punted twice, 35-yard average. Their leading tackler, and it's balanced. James Thompson with 4 tackles. Kevin Kern with 3. Richie Guess with 3. And John Rao has 3. So those are the numbers on the first half. Again, 21-7. The Auggies do get the opening kickoff of the second half. The Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics, located in Minneapolis' historic Seven Corners district. The Corner Bar is the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous Joey Wings. And there's tons of screens, too, so you won't miss a second of the action, college or pros. Visit corner.bar for more information on the Corner Bar. That can't be right. You can't say corner.bar. It should be .com, .net, .edu, .org, whatever. Thrivent Financially, you know where the Corner Bar is. Thrivent Financially Financial Services organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously. For more than a century, they've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values, and they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alex Gonzalez for more information at 952-358-3442. It is halftime and time for our special guest. We talk Augie men's soccer with the head coach, Greg Holker.
It is halftime. Augie game day continues here on the shores of Lake Michigan, the Auggies and the Falcons. And time to visit yet with another coach here on campus. We'll talk men's soccer for a few minutes with head coach Greg Holker. Before we talk about the team and this season and so on, soccer's a lot of news over the summer in that sport with the Major League Soccer coming to the Twin Cities, of course, capped off by the Olympics. Good summer for your sport.
I don't think I left my TV for the month of June and July. It was nonstop games between the Copa Centenario, that event, the Olympics, the Euros, and of course news of Minnesota United. It's just thrilling for soccer in this state, and in particular for our community here locally.
And other than that, summer spent chasing those 4 little ones.
Yeah, they're getting bigger, so it's chasing is it's requiring me to stay fit.
Speaking of fit, you get your team together, big squad. How did boot camp go?
It was good. We did something a little bit interesting this year. We hired a few Navy SEALs to come in and do a 3-day preseason camp, if you will, or boot camp, as you suggested. And it really was just that. It was the same type of training that the SEALs would deliver, and it was really valuable, I think, and just bringing the group together and helping them understand that they can do things. They can do more than they maybe thought that they could do. There's always a new level of what your body can tolerate, and overcoming some of the mental challenges that we run into as athletes and just as people in general.
All right, this squad with graduation and attrition, you had a lot of holes to fill, and you brought in a big group of young men.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, there's, I think, 12 or 13 new traditional freshmen, 4 transfer students. 3 of those were on money at Division 1 or 2 institutions. So it was a big group. And this is the largest squad we've ever had here, 36 players. And there's a lot of really good players. I mean, there's there's some real soccer talent here, and I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen. At the same time that we talk about the talent and the potential, is that we just had 3 seniors in our team, and unfortunately Festus Lamb, one of our better players, broke his ankle, on the first Monday of training. So he won't be back until early to mid October. So leadership is kind of by committee, but when you have a young team, you sometimes take your lumps early. But I think in the end, as we move forward, another week or two, we're going to be just really, really fun to watch.
All right, this young team, goalkeepers, freshman, sophomore, and junior there.
Yeah, flip a coin. Right now, one of those 3 has to step up and determine which one is going to be the man. And, Tommy Molsky's got some experience in the frame for us, and he'll be a junior. And, Garrett Kalen's a freshman who comes from Hill Murray. He's played 2 games so far. And then Clark Page, who is a transfer from Belmont University in Tennessee, Division I player, that he dealt with some injuries in the early part of the season. So we're really just getting him into training right now. I think it's a 3-headed monster right now, and my hope is that in 4 weeks we have that down to 1.
You mentioned the Hill Murray. They are coached by a former Auggie, if I remember right, or a former coach here?
They were. So, Joe Voller and Andy Seidel were on staff there, but I kidnapped Joe away from Hill Murray, so he is on our staff now. And Andy is still doing the good work that he does at the Woodbury Youth Soccer Club. And actually, Andy is the head coach of the Minnesota United Reserves as well. So we've got some of our former players and assistants are doing some really good things out in the soccer community.
And defenders, you talked Festus was down. Barnedum is the one veteran back there, and who do you have in those spots?
Well, we were lucky. Bobby Cole did the River semester last year, that really unique campus experience that Augsburg offered, and he's back. And right now he looks to be the best of our 4, and I don't think it's even close. He's just outstanding. So having him back is great. And then we had TJ Tyler Johnson transferred from UW Parkside, and he's playing alongside Bobby. And then providing cover for the 2 of them is Mitch Belisle, who arrived here last year from the University of Wisconsin, but was injured last season, so he just didn't play. But filling in for Festus right now is BK Korma. So, BK is. If you would have told me a year ago BK was going to be on the field, I would have put money that he may not even be on the team. So his growth has been just unbelievable in the last year, and he's making a real big difference for us. And then we've got depth with Michael Jacobitz too. So we've got some good, healthy depth and quality there, but getting them actually healthy is important. And Trevor Klink's an income. He's a Region 2 player, so he can do it, but he's been hurt too. So we got to get him healthy, and he's an incoming freshman who's really got a lot of quality, so we look forward to having.
All right, next level, midfielders.
Yeah, it's going to be anchored by Ibsa Hamid, who is a transfer from Kentucky. He plays as the 6th, a holding midfield player. Jason Sheeler will play on the right side, tucked in. He's been with us for 3 years now. And then I think on the left side, Aiden Simcampos and Peyton Boych are kind of battle it out. Aiden was with us last season, and Peyton is a first-year student here from Cottage Grove. He's doing really well. And then kind of at the point, the attacking role looks to be Lionel Vang, who is a freshman that came from Roseville High School. He didn't play high school soccer. He was in the development academy with Minnesota Thunder Academy. And then we got some real depth there too. So, I talked about Peyton and Aiden, and you got Taylor Sullivan, another freshman from Wisconsin, and then Abdullah Absheba, who is playing as a 10 as well, and he can play anywhere in those roles. And then Kusang Yang and Eli Baker can both play as a 6, and Ku's a little bit more mobile, than he was a year ago, and he's really making a difference for us. So we've got a lot of players, and that's just our first group. We have more, that are with the reserves. So I feel really good about where we're going there. It's just kind of finding the right sequence of combinations of players and partnerships and who works well together.
All right, up front, Ben Henry is the known commodity. After that, who do we have?
Yeah, Big Ben. Everyone knows about Ben, but we've slipped Luke up there too. Luke Falk, who played at center back for us last year, and probably is maybe more tailored as a midfield player. But we're going to teach him. He's got all the right tools, and he's got the mentality and the personality, and he's edgy, and sometimes that gets him into trouble with some silly fouls and some cautions that he doesn't need to pick up. But I think that also is what makes him a little bit dangerous up there and volatile, because he can get into some skin pretty quick. And then Christian Metzger is back, and then Bryant Malley, we're moving up there from center back, and then Manny Agbujer, so the super fast track star, begged me last year to come out, and I said, we'll just wait and see in the spring. And he ran, and I think he finished 3rd and fourth in his 2 events in the country, and then then he wanted to come back out in the fall. I'm like, well, we'll just wait. So we had a couple days, and then we had him come out on Sunday, and I'm like, should have had him come out right away because he can play too. So, yeah, I mean, his soccer stuff isn't really refined yet. It's good. It's not great, but it's good enough. But what he brings pace-wise and his personality is really it's conducive to what our family culture is all about. So we're happy to have him. I mean, there's a lot of players that can play in this group, and so we have squad selection challenges, and that's the good thing to have.
All right, and similar to the football team, both teams need to generate some offense.
Yeah, no, I mean, goal scoring is the key, and in the way that we play, I mean, we're gonna have the ball more than our opponents. We played Wartburg the other night, and if you read the scoreboard, you would say we got smoked, but that's just not the case. I mean, we had the ball 68% of the time, and that doesn't always translate into goals. But in the early part of the season, we wanted to build from the back in the back third, and we did that in California. We got better there, and we started to push in the midfield. We owned the midfield against Wartburg. We did everything right there. Now it's just let's get the combinations and sequences in the final third correct so we can score some goals. And then that will breathe a little bit of room for us to just take additional risks, and it really takes your opponent and pulls them apart because now they have to do some things they don't want to do. And usually that's a little bit easier to protect your own goal when you're in that circumstance. And, the history of since I've been here, in the, I don't know how many games it is now, but I think it's the stats, 94% of the games we've won when we score first. That's pretty astounding. So, yes, the final third is a really important piece. We got to get these goals, and as soon as we get them, then I think you're going to see us back to where we were in the late 2000s.
All right, with this big roster, that means a lot of coaching. How's this coaching staff? Pretty stable?
Yeah, it's outstanding. I mean, I mentioned I brought Joe Voller back on, and then I was able to bring back James C. as well, and he was, an all-region player here and just a significant person in our soccer program for a lot of years, and was a senior on that 2008 team that was in the Sweet 16. He was an assistant for 1 year, I think, in 09 maybe, as a volunteer, but he's been the head girls coach at Shakopee High School. So he's back, and he coaches some local club teams. It's helpful to have him. Jeremy Handler is going to return and help us out. I grabbed Kevin Liebon from St. John's. He was their goalkeeper. And we needed, with Evan Foose leaving to go work with the San Diego Surf in Southern California, we needed somebody to train our goalkeepers more regularly, as Ryan Vint and Kyle Singer are more infrequent members of our staff. But certainly all the contributions are valued and important. And it looks like we have a lot of guys. We have a lot of people with a lot of different expertise in a lot of different areas. And kind of the way I was raised, surround yourself with smarter, better people, and somehow you get a little bit smarter and better too.
All right, as this is being aired later on tonight, the Auggies taking on Minnesota Morris. Quick note on the conference. Mac picked to win it again. Last year they won the regular season, but St. Olaf got hot there at the end. What does the conference look like this year?
I think Mac has shown that they just have a formula that works for Mac. It's not necessarily my taste currently. It was in 2004 through 2007 when I was here. But I think they have to be at the top. But I also think that St. Thomas is the most talented team that maybe I've ever seen assembled here in our league. So between those two, I think you have there probably some separation. Then I think there's a cluster of like 7 or 8 of us that are all in the same pool. And I don't think St. Olaf's going to be the St. Olaf they were in the past. They lost quite a bit. But really St. Olaf, Gustavus, St. John's, Augsburg, even Hamlin and Bethel are going to be in that mix, and so is Concordia and Moorhead. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else, Carleton as well. So you're on 8 teams, and, really I think that just leaves St. Mary's on the outside looking in. And as far as being in the playoff race is concerned, that doesn't mean they're not going to take points from top teams, and I think they will because they're much improved and they're significantly better. And we open with them, but those are points we have to have. If we can't get 3 points from there, then we're fighting an uphill battle. And it's a long season, but, you got to win the games up against the teams that you're competing with for playoff positioning, that's for sure.
All right, with that, we'll wrap things up. Thanks once again for the visit, and best of luck. We'll see you down the road.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, Tom.
Coach Greg Holker, head coach of the men's soccer team again. Minnesota Morris tonight here at Edor Nelson Field. More from Lake Michigan and the home of the Falcons. After this timeout, this is Auggie football on Game Central.
And again, thank you, Greg, for visiting with us. We'll talk with Mike Navarre next week as we'll talk women's soccer on the Auggie program, as it is 21-7 here at halftime. If you're on the road, you can still find out the latest news from Augsburg Athletics by going to our mobile site on your web browser. On your cell phone, log on to athletics.augsburg.edu/mobile for news, schedules, and information from Auggie Sports. If you're on the go, stay informed by going to athletics.augsburg.edu/mobile. Jimmy John's, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus, and provide fast delivery. How fast? You ask, freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view their menu and hours. That's Jimmy John's. And take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes in the Flashback Cafe, 26th Avenue, South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, time entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. And on the scoreboard, get to the football scores. Auggie volleyball team won their match earlier today, defeating Minnesota Morris 3-0. And they're going to take on UW Eau Claire here in about a half an hour. Mike Gallagher had the call of that match here on Auggie Game Center. That's on Channel 1. We're on Channel 2. And we mentioned soccer coming up tonight. Football score, Concordia Moorhead is up on UW Eau Claire, 19-0. And that is at half. St. Olaf and Luther College, no score. Cowboys of Concordia leading, Cowboys of Wisconsin. And I apologize, I can't get the 2 schools right. Concordia, Wisconsin, 21, or August 7. Concordia Moorhead, 19-0. It is St. John's at the half, leading Buena Vista 33-0. Nothing in, Gustavus and UW River Falls. Bethel 28-12 against Carthage, and that is late second quarter. At the half, Lake Forest 35, Carleton 7. St. Thomas Stout, no score. Hamlin, McAllister, no score. Soccer men's soccer, McAllister over Lawrence 2-0. Wartburg and St. John's, early second half, 1-1. Marion and St. Mary's, no score in. St. Thomas and North Central of Illinois, no score. Gustavus in the second half losing to St. Mary's of Missouri, 1-0. Bethel at home later on this afternoon against Northland College. Hamlin and Grinnell, no score. St. Albert's and St. Olaf later tonight. And the Auggies and Minnesota Moors at Edor Nelson Field. And in women's soccer, the early game, Loris at St. Olaf, Northland at Bethel, River Falls and Hamlin. Those are the afternoon games. Second half, McAllister leading Lawrence 2-0. That's women's soccer. And at the half, it is Denison College leading Carleton 4-0. St. Ben's and Luther at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Auggies and Minnesota Morris this afternoon down in Morris. That is women's soccer. Get to some volleyball scores in just a little bit. Both teams are coming back on the field. Again, 21-7 here at the half. Follow Auggie Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Auggies on Twitter and Instagram. And Augsburg College Auggies on Facebook for all of your Auggie social media. And remember to use the hashtag AuggiePride to share your love of Auggie Athletics. Auggies and Gustavus next week, and we'll be talking quite a bit more about all the activities surrounding homecoming coming up here in a couple of weeks as we take on the Carleton Knights at Edor Nelson Field. I'm Tom Bush and Travis Monroe on camera today. Again, Mike Gallagher on the volleyball. Laura Bush is going to join him on the broadcast, former Gopher volleyball coach. What's to do with Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. With more than 35 convenient locations, TCO delivers the highest quality of specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care for individuals and athletes of all levels and ages. Visit us, tcomn.com. And I figure out the number quandary. Connor Helgeson, normally our left tackle. He's now wearing number 80 to be eligible as a tight end. And our new left tackle for the Auggies is Jack Olson, the freshman out of Onalaska, Wisconsin. Second half, again, the Falcons kicking off south to north. Kickoff ran over on far side. USB at the 29, 30, 35. Awards a man, still on his feet to the 40-yard line. And finally is brought down. The little guy, the pride of the east side, Andre Smith Brewer. And it'll be Auggie football at our own 33-yard line to start the second half. The only touchdown, that interception by Isaiah Malone. One of 2 interceptions in the first half. The other one by Billy J. William Johnson. And Lemke, and I don't know what happened to AK, but Andrew Konzinski, he is not at center anymore. Again, Connor Helgeson is the tight end, far side I formation. Slot to the near side, Haney and Cyrus Elliott. Guyton under center, back to pass, out of the flat slant pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for Cyrus Elliott, who had just 1 catch in the first half. Again, pass, center, throw on second down. Ray J in the first half, 3 of 13, that's it. 1 to Elliott, 2 to Nick Haney. So the passing game, nothing to write home about here in the first half of the ball game. I've got a crowd mic, but we got one guy that's being awfully loud down underneath my crowd mic. We're in glass enclosed booth. Put the wireless out there. Guyton, Falcons showing blitz. Guyton, and the give to Bolton. Line of scrimmage, gets outside, steps through a tackle, but the pursuit is there, and down he goes. Again, good pursuit down the line for the Falcons as Johnny Rue makes the stop for the Falcons, along with Michael Ledesma from Glendale, Arizona. No gain for T-Bolt. 3rd down and 10 for the Augie 33-yard line. Augies with 10 first downs in the first half. The Falcons had 14. And Lemke leads them up to the line of scrimmage. And they go strong right. Tino Sato down the ball game in the slot. Guyton out of the shotgun. Falcon showing blitz off the corner. Here they come. Look out, Ray J. Pass out of the flat and caught. Did he touch the ground? I don't think he did. Moulton on the catch, and his knee almost touched the ground. He righted himself and got as much as he could, about a yard in the play before he's brought down by Kevin Kern. Knee tackle. But on a 4th down and 9, the Augies will have to punt it away. Glenn Myers will punt. He had 2 punts in the first half, averaged about 40.5. Isaiah Tennant going back for the Falcons. Again, the Air Force blue and white, their color scheme. We're wearing the whites with the burgundy and gray. Glenn gets the kickoff and driving Tennant back, takes an Augie bounce, picked up by Tennant to 22 and brought down immediately. Good downfield tackling by James Newton, the junior out of Roseville. You saw his alma mater last night against Stillwater. Newton on the step. And the Falcons will start their opening possession of the second half of their own 22-yard line. And again, leading 21-7. And the quarterback again will be Aaron Nixon. He's gone all the way, even though I had Joe Frederico starting the ball game. Slot to either side. Logan Haas on the right hip. The junior quarterback from North Prairie. And Nixon on the give to Haas, trying to go wide near side to the 25. Slips a tackle, 26, 27-yard line. And there's Quan Wynn again, who led us in tackles in the first half with 6 solo. He gets his 7th solo tackle. Haas with a pickup of 5 to the 27, 2nd down and 5. Yardage just about to the Falcons with 38 plays, 233. The Augies 36 plays, 152. Hand off straight ahead Haas, and he gets the 30-yard line. Haas in the first half with 57 yards rushing. And Olinger makes the stop in the middle of the pile. 3rd down and 2 at the Falcon 30-yard line. And no huddle. And the modus operandi the entire first half. Nixon gets the snap, coming down the line on the option to Haas. He gets a 30, first down, 35, and Haas out to the 38, 39-yard line. For Deontay Howard, the junior cornerback out of Stanley Boyd High School here in Wisconsin. He makes the step. And out to the 39, a 9-yard pickup for the Falcons, their 15th first down of the ballgame. This time trips to the near side. Give to Haas, nothing doing. Wrapped up by Stephen O'Brien, and then the rest of the D-line collapsed at him. No gain on the play. 2nd down and a 10. The Falcons 138 through the air, 95 on the ground this first half. Slot to either side. Dante Edwards and Deji Giwa in the other slot, far side. On the near hash mark, south to north, high snap, Nixon, option, going to keep it. 40-yard line. Step through a tackle, gets to the 45, 46, to the 47-yard line. For the Augie defense can get to him. Markley Bates in on the staff for the Auggies. But Aaron Nixon with a pickup of about 7 on the play, 3rd down and 3 from the Falcon 46-yard line. Again, 21-7, third quarter score. Again, the snap, bobbled. Nixon to right himself, pass, and it's dropped. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Lorenzo Henderson, the young man out of New Ulm, the Eagles. He hit him, and the ball popped loose on the incompletion. Nixon was 11 of 15 in the first half. He had the 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. And on 4th down and 3, the Falcons will have to punt it away for the first time here in the half. And Albert Gorlitz will punt it away. And back to receive Tino Cedar on the near side. And Anastasio on that far side. Bandit Bosch Romo on Anastasio out of Henry Sibley High School. Kick, very short. Anastasio on Newton on the run. 26, not 24. James Newton caught on the run, took off. And he gets it out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Same spot we started the first drive of the second half. Well, we run on 4 minutes of this third quarter. 11:01 to go. Auggies again 10 first downs. The Falcons have 15. Again, the tight end is Connor Helgeson, our senior. And the left tackle taking his spot on the line is Jack Olson, 6'3", 280 freshman from Onalaska down near LaCrescent. Bolton and Newton in the backfield. Guyton at the controls. Haney and Cedar to the near side. And now we got 2 in the backfield. As Guyton back to pass. Ray J to throw it downfield. He's got Nick open, and it's a little bit too far. Guyton led him by a stride, a little bit too much. Incomplete pass again. Ray J not having the best of days as, again, now 3 of 15 in the contest. 2nd down and 10 from our 33-yard line. And now Cedar comes out of the ballgame. And Cyrus Elliott comes back in the ballgame. And Anastasio, is it 24? Yeah, fresh uniform. No, it is James Newton. And the Falcons will call a timeout. We'll call a timeout as we check out the volleyball scores. We mentioned the Augie volleyball team. They lost 2 last night, but they won today, beating Minnesota Morris, now 4-4. And play the Blue Goals here in just a few minutes. Women's volleyball, St. Mary's 3-0 over Crown College down in Winona. St. Ben's at home defeating Aurora 3-0. These are the only scores we do have in. And St. Thomas over Eau Claire, and that is a 2-1 score. So evidently the Augie match with the Blue Goals will start a little bit late. Annual Augie invite. Do we have any other scores? And nope, that's it. Annual Augie Invitational. Don't forget Augie Volleyball is our next broadcast. We'll open up conference play at home against St. Olaf. I know Cindy resigned, the coach of the Ole, so we'll see a new coach for St. Olaf on Wednesday. Coming out of the timeout called by the Falcons. Again, the slot to the wide side of the field, the near side. Newton, the up man. Bolton, the deep back. Guyton under center, spins, handoff. Nope, back to pass, rolling near side. Ray J is cut from behind, and down he goes. Again, the line collapsed. And in on the stop for CW. Their defensive line, Tafari Young, senior out of Orlando, Florida. Concordia-Wisconsin, they get their students from all over the country. And now Helgeson will come out of the ball game at a tight end spot. So on 3rd down, and now 3rd down, a loss of 9 on the play, 3rd and 19. Back at the 24-yard line, we'll see the 3 receivers. Heaney, near side, Elliott, far side. Cedar and Newton are in the slots. As Guyton under center. Bolton is the deep back. As Guyton back to pass, rolling far side. Here comes the rush. He's going to go down again. And another sack. That's about 5 sacks this afternoon, given up by that offensive line. And Guyton brought down inside the 25 of the 23-yard line. A correction inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, a loss of 6. 4th down and a 25, and Myers will have to punt it away once again. And Myers now with his 4th punt out of the ballgame. And the snap is good. Glenn gets it off. Booming kick. Fournette drifting back. Takes it at his own 36-yard line. Giving ground. Avoids the first man. Avoids 2. 40. 45. Flag of the play. Midfield. 45-40. And out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Thought I saw a flag thrown by the back judge. But I don't see any yellow on this artificial turf. But a good run back by the young freshman, Isaiah Fournette. He had the picket fence down the near sideline. They made the best of it. And Concordia football at the Augie 38-yard line. Clock shows 9:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. The traditional spread formation. 2 to either side. Nixon awaiting the snap. Hawes lines up on his left hip. Frank Hagee mentioned that's pretty much the formation they go the entire ballgame. Nixon to throw. Slant pattern. It is tipped at the line and incomplete. He was tipped in the air by the defense, tipped up by Dalton Olinger. And trying to get to it was Najee Brown, the young man out of Roseville. But he couldn't get to it. It hit the turf. Nixon in the first half, 11 of 15, now about 11 of 17. 2nd down and 10 from the Augies 38-yard line. Augies that 3-4 defense. And Nixon, quick pass out of the flat, bubble screen. Kevin Polker, and he fumbles the ball. He's loose on the turf, and who's got it? Because that fumbled out of bounds. We've had 2 fumbles that have gone out of bounds. The Falcons have coughed it up twice. And the Falcons dodge a bullet. This one is out of bounds, but a loss in the play. Pass intended for Kevin Fulker. And a loss back to the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15. Well, the Auggies had a chance at it, but they batted away and out of bounds in front of the Falcon bench in front of us. 3rd in a passing situation for Nixon out of the shotgun. Play clock, plenty of time, 19 seconds, especially with it going no huddle. Nixon to throw with time, steps up in the pocket. He throws out of flat. It is complete to Derek Esteban. Esteban inside the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. Come on, guys. Keep it in control. Almost a personal foul there. Javier Renteria, the sophomore out of Irondale, got into it with Esteban a little bit. And the pass brings up a 4th down. 4th down and 4. They picked up about 11. Augie's 33-yard line. Esteban picking up his first catch of the ball game. In motion is Esteban across the formation to the far side. Straight drop by Nixon. And he's being flushed out of the pocket, rolling far side, being chased by Qua. And he gets away from Olinger. Still on his feet. Heads upfield with a blocker. And he crossed he did cross the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Malone with a great defense. Malone stepped in front of Derek Esteban and knocked it away. Nixon ran about 30 yards to get an incomplete pass. The defensive line, Olinger and Quan Williams had him in the crosshairs and could not get to him. 4th down. A correction, the ball goes over and down to the Auggies. That was a 4th down pass. Augie football, our own 32-yard line. We've started at the 33 twice and now the 32-yard line. And we played 7 minutes this first half. Our second half, 8:02 to go in the ballgame. And here comes the offensive unit on. As out of the gun is Guyton. Ray J. rolling far side, heads up field, line of scrimmage, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds. Very close to the sticks. The chain gang dropped the pylon there. Afraid of getting run over, and Guyton picks him down to the play. 2nd down and 1 at the Augie 41-yard line. 21-7, 3rd quarter score here from Mequon, Wisconsin, just north of Milwaukee. And all kinds of road construction that we had to go through. Took a couple of different turns. Took us a while to get here. But we finally found the place. Guyton, 3 receiver set. This time under center. The snap, the handoff. Bolton, nothing doing. Could not get the legs and churning. Dropped in the backfield for a loss on the play. The interior portion of that defensive line in on the snap as he led on the carrier, or the tackle was Jeffrey Ariando. It is third down. It was second and 1. Now it's third down at about 3 at the Augie 39-yard line. And they break huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Elliott to the near side. Nick Heaney is in the slot. Connor, the tight end, on that far side on the strong left. Newton and Bolton in the I formation. Guyton, straight drop, slant pass, and it's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Pass knocked down. That was Jimmy Thompson, linebacker, senior out of Mount Prospect, Illinois, to swat it away. And again, the Auggies go 3 and out on their first 3 possessions of this second half. They'll hand it, punt it away. Glenn Myers will have to come back in once again as Isaiah Fournette is the deep man back. And the wind has died down quite a bit. Flag down at the flagpole off in the right corner. It's barely moving. Sunshine predominating here on the shores of Lake Michigan. Myers punt and a high floater far sidelines. Fournette's going to let it go. And it takes an Augie bounce inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. And Glenn has had a very good day punting, about 46 yards on that punt for the young man, the junior out of Blaine, Minnesota. And it'll be Falcon football with 6:20 and counting here in the third quarter. Logan Haas running in from 4 yards out for a touchdown. Fumble recovery and a run for Richie Guess, and the other one, Dominic Siragalita on the receiving end of a 27-yard touchdown pass. Nixon is pressured and avoids the rush, rolling near side, throws downfield, wide open. Pass is caught, and coming back down the near sideline, new number, as wide open on the play for the Falcons was Ryan Wagner, a senior wide receiver from Wisconsin, McGuanago, and nobody within 10 yards of him. And somebody lost him in coverage, and a big pickup, their 16th first down of the ballgame inside Augie territory. And Ryan was out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And about a 45-yard pickup this time, the run defense, and nothing doing. The Augies making the stop on Haas. And on the tackle, give the credit to Anthony Nessel, a sophomore D lineman out of Plantation, Florida. No gain on the play, second down for the Falcons inside Augie territory. Next in the throw, here comes the rush off the corner. Pass, and it is incomplete. Going up to try to make the catch, and then hit immediately as John Guy hit him at the top of that ladder. And the incompleted pass, he's slow in getting up. The pass intended for Logan Haas. Little bubble screen out of the flat. And it is third down and 10 from the Augie 37-yard line. Haas with just the one, the correction, Nixon with the one pass completion here in the third quarter. Majewski and Wagner are the wideouts to the far side. Edwards and Giwa to the near side. As Fournette comes to the ballgame, Haas after that pasting, he will take a play off on the near sidelines. Nixon, quarterback option, pass to Fournette, 40, 35, and he's tripped up and goes down to the 34-yard line. As William Johnson upended him, as Fournette went airborne, came down at the Augie 34-yard line. That's only 3 on the play, fourth down and 7. And are they going to try a punt or a field goal? Albert Gorlitz, he's their punter. He had one punt or 2 punts in the first half, 35-yard average. So on fourth down and a bunch, he'll try to pin the Augies back. 2 back near the goal line, Sater and Heaney. Good snap. Gorlitz gets it off. High kick. Get to the end zone. And it does not. And nice backspin on it. Unfortunately, not my iron shot. Great backspin on it, and it is touchdown at the 9-yard line. We're 81 yards away, 91 yards away from a score. We've been 3 and out on the first possessions of this third quarter. 4:41 to go. This quarter moving a little bit more quickly. Gophers with a big win at home today against Indiana State. Not sure who they have next week. As Guyton under center with the eye. And a bad snap. And Ray J has to cover up on top of it. He and Lumpkin not on the same page. We haven't seen AK since the first half. Andrew Konzinski. And a loss in the play as they had to recover the football. Second down from the 6-yard line. Second down and about 12. A little bit more of a hurry-up offense. Now 2 in the backfield. Newton comes in. Ray J is flanked on either side in the end zone to pass out of the end zone. He's going to be brought down. They push him back, but that won't be a safety. Forward progress will get him the 1-yard line. No, AK is back in the ballgame. He might be playing one of the other spots of that offensive line. C63 on the field. And forward progress will get Guyton, the 1 or 2-yard line? Haven't spotted the ball yet. As Guyton was in the end zone, they're going to give him the 2-yard line. Loss of 4 more. Third down and 21. Deeper own territory. And again, out of the shotgun. Runners on either side. Ray J to pass out of the flat, and it's incomplete. Another low pass intended for Cyrus Elliott. No air on the pass, and another incompletion. It is fourth down. And the busiest man on this team for the Auggies, Glenn Myers, will have to punt it away once again. Game of field position, and we're not winning it here in the third quarter. 21-7. Auggies only score a defensive touchdown for Isaiah Malone, a 39-yard interception and run to the house. Myers with his heels on that back end line in the end zone. Good snap. Land gets it off. Angles it to the near sidelines. Poor punt. And this time we don't get a bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. And that's only about a 34-yard punt this time. Augie 38, but the Falcons have the football. And another 3 and out here in the third quarter. 3:20 to go. As they're blue and white, the Falcons out of the Northern Athletic Conference. They were 3-3 in the conference, 3-7 overall last year. Lost 4 in non-conference. And on the handoff, Haas trying to go wide far side. No, it is Nixon. Good play action. Fooled me. And stopped to the play by Kwa Wynn, the defensive stalwart, leading the Auggies on the defensive side of the ball. In tackles, he has a wide margin. Second down on the loss of 1 second and 11 back to the 39-yard line. Kwa had 9 tackles, solo and assisted in the first half. He's got at least 3 or 4 this half. Nixon to throw with time. Throws out a flat. It is complete. But short yardage pickup pass to Dante Edwards coming up to make the stop. On that corner, see that is Barkley Bates. Alongside of my Carter, there's Bates. Barkley out of Sac Rapids. And to Edwards, a 3-yard pickup, third down and 8 from the Augie 36-yard line. Trip to the far side, Edwards to the near side. In the snap to Nixon, straight drop, looking downfield, out of the flat. No, he's going to throw it instead. Throws it over the middle, and that one is incomplete. Willie Johnson defending on the play. Pass intended for DJ Giwa out of Streamwood, Illinois. He's a senior. And so fourth down. And let's see what the Falcons decide to do. And looks like they're going to punt it away once again. Albert Gorlitz comes into the ballgame. Both offensive coordinators cannot be too pleased with what's happening here in the second half. Not a lot of offense. Gorlitz to punt. And a high booming kick. And where does it land? In the end zone. There's the touchback. And Augsburg will get the football exactly 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, trailing by a couple of scores. And on the touchback, the ball comes out to the 25-yard line. It'll be first down and a 10. And we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 punts in this half. Come on, offense. Let's generate some mileage here. No first downs in this second half.
Come on, baby.
2 for the Falcons. They've got 16. We're stuck at 10. Newton and Bolton in the I formation behind Raymond Guyton. Ray J with Lemke at center. Guyton rolling near side. Pass out on flat. And again, it's low. Nick Caney lays out. Did he make the catch? Yes, says the line judge. Nick Caney picking up his third catch of the ballgame. Out to the 26, but only one on the play. Second down and 9. And Guyton's throws all below the waist and knees. And our wide receivers have had to lay out quite a bit to try to catch the ball. That catch by Nick, just our fourth reception of the ballgame. Andy nailed it to the far side. And it is Guyton rolling far side. Pass, and it is dropped by Cyrus Elliott. He had it in his hands, and he dropped the ball. It is third down from the 25-yard line. Third down at about 4. Cyrus with just one catch. He's had at least 2 drops in the ballgame in passes that he should have caught. Cyrus, one of our 4 captains, 2 on offense, 2 on defense. As Guyton rolling far side, sets up, throw downfield, through the hands of Elliott again. He climbed the ladder and whistled right through his hands. Depending on the play was James Dills, a sophomore safety out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we're going to see Mr. Myers once again, our 5th punt of the second half. With 1:09 to go. 21-7 Falcons on the scoring in the first half. As Fernandez back, Glenn standing back inside his 15-yard line. Snapper is James Allen. Our correction, the snapper, Barkley Bates. High booming kick. It takes an Auggie bounce inside the 30, 25, 20. Keep rolling. And down to the 15-yard line. And let's see, how's my math? 35 and 25. 50-yard punt. Kick and roll. And his best punt of the day. Getting better at it. This happened when he punted 7 times. You start getting better. First and 10 for CW at their own 15-yard line. Either side very prolific on the offensive side of the ball this half. Junior quarterback Aaron Nixon at the controls, spread offense 2 to either side. Logan Hans has gone pretty much all the way at tailback. Moving on the line, no flags. Nixon heads upfield as he's flushed out of the pocket. Now he throws downfield, and it's incomplete. And the intended receiver was Derek Eston, and it was Willie Johnson defending on the play. No, Deontay Howard defending on the play. Plus there's a flag at the line of scrimmage. And now the Auggies choice, do they take the incomplete pass or do they take the holding call? Unfortunately, they're talking it over one of the Falcon players. And the flag at the 16-yard line. Referee coming over to the press box. That's a loss of down.
Loss of down, second down.
So passing beyond the line of scrimmage by Aaron Nixon. It is second down, loss of 5 of the play back to the 10-yard line. Second down and a 10, second down and 15. From the Falcon 10-yard line or 11-yard line. Passing beyond the line of scrimmage. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. And the officiating crew not quite all on the same page right now. Falcon Stadium, Capco Park, home of the Lakeshore team in the Northwoods Lake. Beautiful ballpark, a couple blocks away. as Nixon out of the gun, as he has been all afternoon long, sends a man in motion. Nixon, two-step drop, heads upfield, quarterback draw. Line of scrimmage, pursuit is there, down he goes. As again, that defensive line, good run defense, led by Stephen O'Brien, the sophomore out of Rochester Lourdes. And Nixon, no gain on the play, 3rd down and 14. Back at the 11-yard line. So we need one more stop and some field possession. And Ryan Nixon looking over to the near sidelines. He might let the clock run out. And they'll change ends. No urgency on the play, and they'll wind it down in the 4th quarter coming up in just a bit. We've got 15 minutes in the book to remain. And the Auggie down by a couple of touchdowns. This is Auggie football game 2 of the 2016 campaign. We're in Auggie Game Central, audio and video streaming. Whether it's across town or cross country, let Minnesota coaches, their quality equipment, and experienced courteous drivers provide you worry-free transportation. Overnight and extended trip options are available. Visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today to request a quote. Minnesota Coach is the official bus provider for Auggie Athletics. Owned and operated by an Auggie alumni. 360 WOW Incorporated, the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You Move Me, and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great job on a great team with great pay, that is near campus. Learn more or apply online by visiting 360-wow-inc.com. And Auggie football brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics. Proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Auggie Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider offering world-class service and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. And a 3rd down and 14 from the Falcon 11-yard line. Auggies showing 6 men in the box. Definitely showing blitz up the middle. Derek Glenn jumping in out of the A gap. Back to pass is Nixon, flushed out of the pocket, heads upfield, being chased by O'Brien. Now he throws downfield, he has a man open, and it is dropped! In and out of the hands of Kevin Fulker, the intended receiver, depending on the play with Jabri Guy. And it is 4th down, and the Falcons will have to punt it away. A 3rd quarter plus 9 seconds have given us 2 first downs. And maybe 50 yards of total offense. And this time Albert Gorlitz will have to punt it away once again. Auggies get the ball back. Newton and Sater back to receive inside the Falcon 50 in the end zone. Gorlitz to get the punt off. Boom, and kick. Over the head of Sater. Tina lets it go and gets a little backspin on it and stops at the Auggie 37-yard line. And let's see, 39 and 12, 43 yards on that punt. It is Auggie football with 14:41 to go in the ballgame and down by a couple of scores. For the first time in about 3 trips, we've actually got bright sunshine, very few clouds. It was raining for about the last third of our trip from the Twin Cities, but it's really turned out to be a nice afternoon. And the Auggies, we have a new wide receiver on the near side. There's USB, Andre Smith-Brewer, part of a 3-some. And the pass formation, Guyton out of the gun, back to pass. Ray J to throw, looking downfield for USB. It's underthrown and it's incomplete. And USB had his man beat. The pass was underthrown. He tried to come back for it. He tried to change directions. And he kind of spun his wheels a little bit on the incompletion. 2nd down for the Auggies from their own 37-yard line, as Malcolm Bowers was defending on the play for the Falcons. Here we go. Here comes our stats. Guyton under center, and Ray J back to pass, sets up, throws out on the flat, and through the hands again of Cyrus Elliott, incomplete. And Ray J is 5 of 22 in the ballgame. And Cyrus Elliott just 1 catch for 14 yards. He's at least had 3 or 4 in that quarter. Went right through his hands. Passed a little bit high to his defense. 3rd down and 10 from the 37-yard line. He has dropped a couple. And not the best passing game for the Auggies here today. Tino's back in the ballgame. Tino's sitter with. We have a 3-receiver set on 3rd down from the 37-yard line. Got him back to pass. He's going to be brought down as they blitz came in from all the gaps in the line. And technically about a 7-man front. Reggie had no chance. 3 men on the attack and a sack all the way back to the 27-yard line. It is 4th down and a bunch. And Mr. Myers is back in the ball game once again. As Fournette standing at about his own 35-yard line. Glenn's last effort was over 50 yards. Good snap. Glenn gets it off. High, but very short off the right side of his foot. 50 takes a Concordia bounce. Back upfield and out of bounds at the 45. I talked about a 50-yarder. That one was a 28-yarder, or an 18-yarder. And an 18-yarder that goes out of bounds, where the 45-yard line of the Falcons, of the Auggies. 1st and 10 for CW. Auggies yet to have a 1st down here in the half. Nixon, first play from scrimmage, toss sweep near side. Fournette caught in the backfield, reversing his field, gets a picket fence far sideline, but there's a flag on the play. This one's going to come back as Fournette takes it inside the 10 and down to the 6-yard line. But that's going to come back, flag at about the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a holding call against the Falcons. That will be their 7th penalty of the ballgame. Auggies have been flagged twice so far. And the holding call from the spot of the foul, which is the 41. That'll back it up to the 49-yard line. It'll be 1st down and about 16. The holding call. Deji Giwa was the guilty party. And back at the 49-yard line. 1st down and let's call it 16 yards to go. Falcons now in their own territory. 13 minutes and change remaining, 21-7 for the blue and white. Next in the snap from the new center. Now Tyler Richards back in there. That's good news. And it is Fournette trying to go wide far side midfield, tip arms the man. And down to the Augie 46-yard line and pushed out of bounds. Rolled out of bounds over on the far sidelines on defense. The stop by Ray Graybaum. Ray is out of Blaine, Minnesota, played for the Bengals. Sophomore D-line goes about 6'3", 250, launched on the play. A pickup of about 5 on the play. 2nd down and 11 from the Augie 46. Fournette again trying to go wide near side, cuts upfield 45 and down to the Augie 41-yard line. Billy J. William Johnson on the stop. And 5 more, 3rd down and 6 inside Augie territory at the 42-yard line. Closer to 7, 3rd down and 7. Clock continues to run with 12 and change remaining in this one. Augie is putting up 54 points last year, but this is an entirely new offense for the Auggies. 10 new faces on the offensive side of the ball. Get time to get everybody on the same page. Add Nixon, and he may call a timeout. Play clock was down to about 4, and so he called timeout. The Falcons used their first of the half. High school football dominating things last night, and I did, what did I have last night? Stillwater and Roseville. Also, TJ Broadcast Services at Cretin-Durham Hall and Woodbury. The high school polls to Tina Grace, the Eagles. They are ranked number 1 in the state in Class 6A. Top 5, Lakeville North, Maple Grove, Eden Prairie, despite that one loss. And then Blaine. Class 5A, St. Michael, Albertville, Mankato, West Spring Lake Park, Montemedi, and Elk River. Top 5 in Class 4A, South St. Paul, Hutchinson, Stewart, Bill Marshall, and Benilde St. Margaret's in Class 3A Pierce. Tri-County United, that's Montgomery, Lonsdale, and La Center. Dilworth, Linden, Felton, and then Jackson County Central, St. Croix Lutheran out of West St. Paul. Class 2A, Caledonia, number 1, Moose Lake, Willow River, number 2, then Waterville, Legion, Morristown, Barnesville, and Eden Valley, Watkins. High school football, week number 3 next week. 3rd down and 7 for the Falcons. Augie, 42-yard line. Out of the timeout. Nixon to pass, flush into the pocket, rolling far side, throws downfield, and it is caught. Coming back for the ball, and a sliding catch for the Falcons. Ryan Wagner making the catch, the young man out of Mequon. And they needed about 7. They got a bunch more down to the 24-yard line. That's 16-yard pickup. And the Falcons have their 17th first down of the ball game. Again, Nixon to pass, end zone shot. It is incomplete. And there's a late flag. They're going to whistle, I believe, Isaiah Malone for the flag. And it'll be defensive pass interference. Third quarter stats. The Falcons with 309 yards total offense. The Auggies with 154. The Auggies 66 on the ground through 3 quarters. The Falcons had 120, 189 through the air. The Auggies have just 88 receiving yardage. Defensive pass interference against Isaiah Malone.
Holding on the defense, number 39.
Oh, Jaubrey Guy. And it'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage back to the 19-yard line. And on the penalty, the Auggies just their third of the third of the ball game. But it is 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line of the Auggies. Nixon rolling near side with time, throws out a flat. It is complete and hit immediately. Dejan Giwa. And into the stop, linebacker there, Darren Glenn, our freshman out of Faribault. Former Falcon, 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8 from the Auggie 17-yard line. Edwards to the near side, Giwa to the far side, along with Tyler Majewski and Ryan Wagner. And a high step, loose ball, and it is Nixon to fall on top of it. He got a nice Sunday hop, hit the turf, and bounced right back into his midsection, and he recovered it. Loss on the play on the bad snap. Back to the 20-yard line, a loss of 3, 3rd down, and 11. Auggies need to stop right here as the clock becoming a factor 10 and change remaining. It's the onside, Steve. Stephen O'Brien as Nixon looking over to the near sidelines.
Let's go on!
Plenty of time on the play clock. Nixon gets the snap, and he gives a little Haas. Nope. It is Nixon on the quarterback draw. Good play fake. He fooled the old guy up here. And Nixon across the 20 down to the 17-yard line. It is 4th down and 8. And they haven't tried a field goal yet this afternoon, despite being in territory, and they're going to go for it as well. Neither team has tried the 3-pointer. 4th from the Auggie 17-yard line. Auggies need to stop right here. 8th play of this drive as Nixon straight drop with time, end zone, and it's incomplete. Billy Jay, closest man to the ball. The ball goes over on downs. And the Auggies will start this drive deep in their own territory, the 17-yard line, with 9:35 to go in this ball game, trailing by 14 points. No points by the offense. The only score for the Auggies, Isaiah Malone, interception and a 39-yard run down the near sidelines on our second pick of the ball game. And the Auggies up to the line of scrimmage.
Come on, D!
And again, that fan down below us with what? Too much lungs. Guyton under center. Give to the deep back. Bolton trying to get outside. Line of scrimmage. 1 maybe. 1 yard off the right side of his offensive line. Pursuit is there by the Falcons. As it was James Thompson in on the stop. And they can rule Tyrus's knee touchdown for no gain. 2nd down and 10. from the 17-yard line. That's 14-yard line, excuse me. Drive started the 16, back to the 14-yard line. Yep, second down and 12. Elliott and Nick Haney are the wideouts. Connor Helgeson tight on that far side. Falcon jumping in out of the gaps is Guyton. Back to pass, rolling near side. Throws downfield, looking for Nick. And he is interfered with. Throw the flag. There it is. Thank you. Nick Haney went up. The coaches are calling it was uncatchable ball. And it'll be a penalty on Corey Boyd. Coaching staff of the Falcons are hot, and the referees are discussing it. And they are going to call it an uncatchable ball. We can't catch a break. Heaney went up for it. It was over his head and incomplete. Yeah.
Yeah, baby!
It is Augie football, third down and 12 from the 14-yard line. Augie still without a first down here in the second half. Sater coming in as a wideout. Heaney, Sater, and Elliott are the wideouts. Now James Newton into the slot, the far side. Guyton out of the pistol formation. Snap, three-step drop. Here they come, and he's going to go down again. Another sack for the Falcons. That's at least a half a dozen. And the Auggies are have to punt it away once again from deep in their own territory. And we're 3 and out again. And it'll be the Falcons getting the ball back. And Glenn Myers will have to punt it from the end zone. As Isaiah Fournette, young man, freshman out of Sacramento, California, standing at his own 40-yard line. And on the sack from the 6-yard line, good snap. Glenn gets it off. Boom, and kick. Fournette going back, takes it over the shoulder catch, backs up to the 49, back to the 45, and down to the 46-yard line. About a 44-yard putt for Glenn Myers. Falcon football inside Augie territory, the 41-yard line. Clock shows 7:59 to go in this one. And climb the MIAC scoreboard here and check out any more football scores, excuse me. And let's see, we're just about up there. 25-7 Concordia Moorhead over Eau Claire. It is Falcon football. First play from scrimmage, and the handoff to Haas, line of scrimmage, and that's it. Qua's got him. Qua win. We had 12 tackles. There's number 13. And no gain to the play. Second down and 10 from the 41-yard line. St. John's over Buena Vista 40-17, fourth quarter. And Gustavus River Falls, no score. Bethel leading Carthage 28-20. That is a fourth quarter score. Fourth quarter score, Lake Forest 35, Carleton 21. Those are the only scores we have on your MIAC scoreboard. We only went 5-4 non-conference last week. Nixon play action, back to pass down the middle, and it is caught for a first down. 20, 15, and inside the 10 and down to the 6-yard line. And now the catch run by Deji Kiwa. And the Falcons have the football first down and goal at the Augie 7-yard line. Nixon looking over to the sidelines as they signal play from the bench. And let's see, that's first down number 19 in the ball game for the Falcons. Nixon in place, Pete Patton, corner of the end zone, going to be way overthrown. As I see him alone on the defense, man in the corner, the antenna pass receiver. I believe it was Derek Estefan. And on the incompletion, Nixon 15-25 after 3 quarters and the 2 picks. Second down and goal from the Augie 7-yard line. Nixon changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Again, no huddle, so plenty of time on the play clock. He's back to pass, quarterback draw. Nixon to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Augie run defense has been outstanding here this afternoon. Here's Ray Graybaum. He's out of Rush City, Minnesota, up there between Pine City and Wyoming. But Ray makes the step and lost in the play at 1. Third down and goal from the Augie 8-yard line. 6.5 minutes to go as Nixon again barking out signals, then turns and looks over to the near sidelines as they change the play. 10 on the play clock, plenty of time. Little indecision by the Falcons. 3 seconds, and the snap. Nixon to pass from the backside. He's being rushed, and Quag can't get him. Turning far side is Nixon. Going to carry it himself. 10, 5, and out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Nixon, Quag had him in the backfield and stepped out of the play, and we got another injury. And there's Tyler Richards again. He was down in the first half with an injury, a leg injury, and he's down again. Tyler Richards down at about the 11-yard line. You can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts, 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. You'll also be able to watch and listen to archived events on demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the live stats and webcast link, or click the Augie Live link on game days on the Augie Sports calendar. Soccer going on this afternoon on the road. Men's soccer tonight. Volleyball going on at the Augie Invitational. St. Thomas leading stat 43-20, or 43-10 at O'Shaughnessy. And the men's and women's cross-country teams, Megan's team will be over at River Falls, the Kilcarney Hills Golf Course. They're just north of downtown River Falls. And the golf team, they're both at UW Eau Claire, the Eau Claire Country Club in Altoona. Auggies at Gustavus next week, and then it is home to Carleton and homecoming at Eudora Nelson Field. And the referee wants an adjustment on the clock to take off 4 seconds. The Falcons will be home against Alma as part of the Midwest Intercollegiate Athletic Conference and the Northern Athletic Conference, the Challenge Series. On the road at Lakeland, home to Benedictine. At Wisconsin Lutheran, they host Concordia Chicago. At Aurora, home to Rockford, their homecoming day, and then at Hope College at Smith Stadium. We're talking high school football. I left you off with some of the rankings in the state in Class 3A Piers. Number 1, then Tri-City United. Dilworth, Glen, and Pelton, Jackson County Central, and St. Croix Lutheran. Class 2A Caledonia, Moose Lake, Willow River, Waterville, Legion, Morristown, Barnesville, and Eden Valley, Watkins. In Class 1A, Minneota got all 7 first place votes. They're number 1. Minneapolis North, number 2, then Bram, Goodhue, and Browerville. And 9-man football, Grand Meadow, the Superlarks going for their 3rd title in a row. They're ranked number 1, then Cleveland, Spring Grove, Waban, and Stephen Argyle. The high school football season, the championships to be decided at U.S. Bank Thanksgiving weekend. And Richards being helped to his feet, and a couple of his teammates coming out to help the young man get to the near sidelines. And he gets a nice hand from the Falcon people down below us. But again, he was taken off the field in the first half, came back. And again, it's that same left leg. On the play, it was Nixon rolled out of bounds at about the 4-yard line, where it is 4th down and goal. Falcons might time. Falcons this time might be going for a field goal. And they are. And out of the hole of Johnny Rao. And let's see who the kicker is. That Jacob Mason. And everybody said, and now timeout is called. Augsburg calls timeout. Kevin Kern was the young man who set up for the field goal attempt. And the Falcons have used their second timeout of the half. Auggie Sports brought to you by Wells Fargo. College students get the tools and resources to help make the most of college. Talk to a banker today to learn more. And Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, the official bus provider for Auggie Athletics. Travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more. A request to quote, thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Devani's Pizza mixes their own fresh dough several times a day. They don't use frozen dough from out of town. They mix their dough and carefully manage its rise to perfection. Then it becomes their traditional hand-pounded pizza. That's how their freshly made dough becomes your Devani's favorite. And so the field goal attempt by Kevin Kern from the 10, a 20-yard field goal. Falcon trying to take a 3-score lane ball down, kick up. Kick is wide to the right. No, it's good. Just caught the upright. And the Falcons go to the short field, 41 yards in about 6 plays. And capped off by a 20-yard field goal by Kevin Kern. And it is now 24-7 in favor of the Falcons. Kickoff coming up here in just a bit. Gophers winning at home early this afternoon. They're 2-0 to start the season. And, of course, the Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Tomorrow afternoon, noon is the kickoff time. Then the home opener at U.S. Bank. The following Sunday against some team about 2 hours north of us. I think they call them the Green Bay Packers, I think. Who knows? Now the Packers and the Vikings a week from Sunday. And Malone and Brewer back to receive at the 20-yard line. Auggie defense has played reasonably well this afternoon, considering the time of possession, but the offense, second half, has been a disaster. No first down, 10 for the ball game. Kickoff, very short kick. USB at the 25, 30, going wide far side, 35, 40. Goes wide, 45, midfield, 45, 40, and out of bounds. Andre Smith-Brewer, our track star. And good kickoff return. And where is he out of bounds? In front of the Auggie bench at about the 38-yard line, our best static position of the second half, but just 5:31 to go in the ballgame. And here comes the offensive unit. Newton, Sater, and Elliott to the near side. Heaney to the far side. Guyton and Bolton in the backfield. As Ray J rolling near side, he's being rushed. He throws, and it was tipped to the line of scrimmage. And Terrace Bolton finishing his block. And he drove the defender 20 yards downfield, just finishing his block. Good technique there, T-Bolt. Second down at 10 from the Falcon 38-yard line. But Guyton, 5 of 21 for the ball game unofficially. 4 receivers set, slot to either side from the far hash mark. Gets the snap from Lemke, being rushed, throws out flat, and nobody home. Newton was out there, Heaney was out there, but that pass split the 2 receivers evenly. Not sure where he was throwing. Incompletion in his third down. And 10 at the 38-yard line, 4 down territory. Auggie shut out last week 14-0. 1 score, a defensive touchdown for the Auggies. Again, 4 receivers set for the Auggies. As Guyton gets the snap, back to pass, quarterback draw, needs a block, gets one from T-Bolt, 35-30, first down, 25-20, 15, 10-5, touchdown, but a flag at about the 20-yard line. I think Nick Heaney going to get called for a hold, and that one could come back as Guyton takes it in from 38 yards. And it is going to go against the Falcons. This will be our, not the Falcons, the Auggies, our 4th penalty of the ball game. And the spot is a foul about the 19-yard line. And Nick Heaney, not a hold maybe, but blocking from And they called it against Newton, 26-6. Holding call against James. And from the spot of the foul, they'll walk it off. Right now it says 3rd down and 1, but again, the officiating crew, I wonder if this is their first game of the year. They've been a little inconsistent this afternoon. Way too many questions.
Set the game clock for 5 minutes.
And they rule it, set the clock. And it's 3rd down and 1. That run by Guyton. Touchdown is called back, but from the spot of the foul, they mark it off. 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Guyton the throw. Rolls out of the pocket, far side, being chased upfield. He dives for the 1st down. And I think he got it. He needed the 29. Looks like he got the 28-yard line. And with the rule him out of bounds, that should get us a 1st down. And looking at the chains on the far side of the field. And again, delay by the officiating crew. Come on, give us the 1st down.
Defense number 30. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
And they ruled it offside against Concordia-Wisconsin, so we get the 1st down one way or the other. And that'll give us a 1st down via the penalty. Give us 5 yards instead of the 1 by Ray J. And they'll mark it at the 24-yard line. And that, Augie fans, our first down of the 2nd half. Coming with 4:09 to go in the ball game.
Please set the game clock for 4 minutes and 50 seconds, please.
And they want to reset the clock once again. Give us about 40 seconds. It says 4:09. They reset it to 4:50. 3 receivers set for Guyton out of the shotgun. The pistol formation, if you will. Bolton dots that I. Has Guyton back to pass. Looking downfield, slant pattern. Caught inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Nick Keeney has his 3rd catch of the afternoon. Nick Keeney, 4th catch of the afternoon. And the Auggies have it 1st down and goal from the 7-yard line. We're down here early in the ball game, and Bolton going in for a touchdown, fumbled the ball at the 1 and went through the end zone, and the ball turned over on downs. Pass in the end zone, that's going to be picked off. Oh, they rule it incomplete. Thank you. Cyrus Elliott got beat by the defender, broken up by the defender, Callie Penkow. Pass intended for Cyrus, but he was in no position to get it, and he had to play defensive back on the play. And he knocked it down to save an interception, sag it down from the Falcons' 7-yard line. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:25 to go in this one. 4 receivers set as Tino Sater comes into the ballgame. Guyton, quarterback draw, 5-yard line, maybe the 4, that's it. Guyton, and a design quarterback draw, and swarmed under by the Falcon defense at about the 4-yard line, where it is 3rd down and goal. And we have an officials timeout. As we have Andrew Kanzinski. He is down, and now the Auggies will use a timeout. And they use their 2nd of 3 timeouts here in the 2nd half. 3rd down goal. They spot the ball at about the 5-yard line. Kanzinski. Lemke has been playing center. I think Andrew got moved over to guard or maybe tackle on this offensive line. Our line is not real deep. Nathan Chennett, our line coach, offensive line coach, said at times he only has about 8 or 9 healthy bodies in that offensive line. So inexperience and thin numbers. It's a young Augie team. Future's ahead of us. We have some 65 freshmen and sophomores, just 10 seniors. We have 14 juniors. And Drew Forbett talking with the offensive unit. 2 plays to go 5 yards and put up a score up on the board, 24-7 in favor of CW. They'll be at Edor Nelson Field next year as we go home and home. This year, of course, we have just the 4 home games, and we'll turn it around. We'll have 6 home games next year. We'll play Northwestern and Concordia-Wisconsin, our non-conference games at home. And then we'll go 4-4 in the MIAC. 3rd down goal for the Auggies. Now, AK is playing left tackle on that offensive line. Left guard is Tony Whiteman out of Slinger, Wisconsin. Honor center, Guyton. Back to pass, rolling far side in the end zone. Incomplete. At the feet of Nick Heaney. It is 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line. Also in the offensive line for the Auggies, Emilio Sturley, I hope it's pronounced. Sophomore out of Evelyn, Minnesota. Our offensive line, we started with Helgeson, Lemke, Kanzinski, Olsen, and Austin. I think we have 4 new faces out there. Play comes in from the sidelines. We get everybody up the line of scrimmage. Ron Connor, line up tight, right side. 2 seconds, 1 second, and the Auggies have to use their last timeout. Not everybody was on the same page once again. So they burned their final timeout of the ball game with 4:08 to go. Offensive line again. Weiderman, Lemke, Kanzinski, Connor Helgeson, the tight end. Ray Graybaum also on. Oh, that's right. Ray plays defense. And this patchwork Augie offensive line trying to give the Augies and Ray Guyton some time. This drive started at the Falcon 38-yard line on the return after the field goal by Andre Smith-Brewer, brought it all the way back into Falcon territory. Now the Augies come out of the timeout. Again, they're 3rd. As Guyton under center on a strong right. Newton and Bolton in the I formation. Guyton back to pass, rolling far side, being chased by 2 men. Running out of room. Heads upfield 5, 4, 3, 2. And out of bounds where? At the goal line? Did he hit the pylon? I think he's going to be short. I thought we won't get courtesy of the call, no. Guyton came up 6 inches short of the goal line, and the ball will go over on downs to the Falcons with under 4 minutes to go. And the offensive unit is staying out there. Their flag, yeah, they pick up a flag. Referee finally coming over the press box. And what do we got there, sir?
Face mask on the defense. Half the distance from the goal, automatic first down.
So half the distance from the goal from the 1 to the half-yard line. Half a yard penalty on the play. So the Auggies got a new set of downs to take it in from the half-yard line. And here comes the power I formation. The up back is Josh Bentel. He'll play the fullback, the up man. Bolton is the deep back, double tights. As Guyton trying to go over Chris Lemke to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown. Guyton takes it in from 1 yard out to give the Augies 6 more, 24-13. 9-play drive, 38 yards. And we used up about a minute and a half, minute 28 seconds, a minute 38 seconds on that drive. Tyler Hansen will come on to try to tack on the extra point, and they'll get ready for the onside kick. Guyton, again following Lemke. Tony Weiderman and company. Off left side of the offensive line, Hansen's kick is up, and it is good. So time out of the field. There's our first offensive score of the season. It is 24-14. But there were under 4 minutes to go in this ball game. 9 plays, again, 38 yards after that excellent kickoff return by Andre Smith-Brewer. So the Special teams for the Auggies will set up for the onside kick, or well, with about 4 minutes to go. Let's see how many timeouts. I think we burned all 3 of our timeouts. We have. So, unable to stop the clock. Yeah, it's probably judicious to maybe think about the onside. If you're on the road, you can still find out the latest news from Augie Athletics going to our mobile site. On your web browser, on your cell phone, log on to athletics.augsburg.edu/mobile for news, schedules, and information from Augie Sports. If you're on the go, stay informed by going to athletics.augsburg.edu/mobile. Augie women's soccer this afternoon. They're underway. The Augie volleyball team taking on UW Eau Claire at the Augie Invitational. And that match on the other channel, Channel 1, on Augie Game Central. Hansel tee it up, and the Falcons have 9 men within 15 yards of the ball. They got out their hands, people. They got all the wide receivers out there. As a Tatter kick it off from the far hash mark. And Tatter's kick, and comes 10 yards, and it is caught. I don't know if did he get 10 yards or not. Line judge ruled it was taken by the Auggies, and they think they've got the ball. Billy Johnson made the catch, but he came through the air. He needed to get to the 45, and the Falcon bench are saying that Billy J touched the ball about 9 yards before he could get to that 10-yard mark, and then Billy Johnson, he was hit as he goes down. And it did not go far enough. Went 9.5 yards and not 10. And so the Falcons will get the football. Very close. Billy J went up for it, but again, from his own 44, he needed to get to the 45-yard line. That's where he touched the ball. So the Falcons can run out this clock with 3:47 to go, leading by 10 points in this one. Billy J is up and a little bit woozy. Missy and her staff walking him off to the far sidelines. Billy Johnson, interception back in the first half. Johnson, senior out of St. Anthony, one of our 10 seniors. So from the Augie 44-yard line where Johnson touched the ball, it is Falcon football. And here's Aaron Nixon, who's gone all the way, has the 4 receiver spread. And he'll hand it off to Haas, going wide, far side, 45, and cut out, fumbles the ball, and it's on the turf. But I think he recovered his own football as the fight is going on inside the pile. They're still fighting, trying for possession, and there's going to be a flag on the play. A little bit too much extracurricular activities at the bottom of that pile. Guess a lot of hand fighting going on, trying to get possession of the pigskin. As Haas fumbled it, I thought he recovered it, and then the Auggies dived in, and the rugby scrum was on, and looks like we have another Augie player down on the far sidelines. On ensuing plays, Bill Johnson goes down, and let's see who Missy is working on the far sidelines as well. Player down on his back, can't spot the number right now. 3:31 to go. And the referee, what do you got, sir? And no call yet. And the player is up.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on number 59, Concordia. Pulling players off the pile. That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It'll be second down.
You guys.
And the injured player is Deontay Howard. Personal foul against the Falcons on that play. And 15 yards from the spot of the flag. And the Falcons will back up in their own territory. 42-yard line of Concordia-Wisconsin. Second down and 25. But again, clock a factor, 3:31 to go. And with 3 plays, they can run off a minute and a half off the clock. Greg Adder still talking with the officiating crew. If there's supervisors in the stands doing report card work on this crew, he probably will get about a C minus. Not exactly managed the game real well. And now they wind the clock. Second down and 25 for Aaron Nixon and the Falcons in their own territory.
Let that clock run.
And 12 seconds on the play clock. Nixon watching that play clock, gets the snap with 3, gives up to Haas. Line of scrimmage, 45, 46, maybe the 47-yard line. And he picks up about 5 of those 25 yards. Out of the pile is Barkley Bates, our alongside linebacker. But third down and 20 for the Falcons, their own 46-yard line. They need to get to the Auggie 34-yard line. Play clock in 19. Finally, the Falcons get busy and come up to the line of scrimmage. Aaron got a beat on that play clock. He's 10 and counting, 9. And with 3, they'll get the snap. Nixon, hand off again to Haas. Logan Haas goes wide, midfield. Stiff arms the man and lands at the Augie 46-yard line. Again, beats over on the far sideline to bring him down. By the pick of about 9 in the play. It'll be fourth down and 12. And the Augies will get the ball back. With under 2 minutes to go in this one, here comes the punting hitter. Albert Gorlitz will come in. And they have 15 seconds to get this punt off. And it looks like the Augies are going to rush the punter. Nobody back for the Augies. All 11 men up front. And the snap. Here comes the pressure. He gets it off far sidelines as he was hurried in a very short punt. From the 44 and out of bounds. Let's see, about, I can mark it where did it go out of bounds? Come on, guys. 31-yard line, 13-yard punt. Augies have it first down and 69.
All right, come on, dude.
And clock 1:31 to go. Falcons about to go 2-0. The Augies will go 0-2. They snapped the losing streak to the Augies over the last few years. As Guyton, four-man receiver set. Ray J to throw out of the flat and is incomplete. Right through the hands of the intended receiver, Nick Haney over the far sidelines. Second down from the 31-yard line. Pass again, a little bit too high. Hasn't been too high, too low, too wide. And just 6 receptions in the ballgame of about 30 attempts. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 1:26 to go. Elliott, Halawanga, Haney, all are the wideouts. Here comes the blitz off the corner. Here they come. Screen pass, Bolton, 30, 35, 40. Midfield, T-Bolt, 45, 40 to the 30-yard line. And he's cartwheeled down at about the 26-yard line. That bubble screen to Tyrus Bolton all the way down inside Falcon territory. And they mark the ball at the 24-yard line. Augies with just their second first down of this second half. And they'll spot the ball, start the game clock with 1:13 to go. Guyton and crew are ready. Ray J. Low snap, picks it up. And he's flushed out of the pocket, and he escapes the sack. Heads upfield, gets a block from Bolton, going wide near sidelines, and he gets out of bounds. Again, a bad snap from center by the time he found it, and by that time the play was busted. He had to run for his dear life, and he ran out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up a yard of the play for all of his efforts. Second down and 9 from the Falcon 24-yard line. And the Augies with no timeouts remaining. Trailing by 10, 24-14. 4 receivers set. Halawanga, Elliott,
Come on, D.
and Anastasio in the slot. Ray J to pass, being flushed out of the pocket. escapes, and now he throws it away. No, Bolton makes it. Oh, he drops the ball. It was going to look like it was going to be thrown away, and then an alley-oop pass for Tyrus Bolton came over the wrong shoulder. He bobbled it a little bit, could not make the catch. And on the incomplete pass, it is 3rd down and 9. Auggies have 2 plays remaining, 47 seconds to go. And I don't know who. I'm sorry I put a crowd mic out there. We got a guy. He's got to have lost his voice by now. He is really making a lot of noise down in front of us. We're in glass enclosed press box, so I put out a crowd mic and probably shouldn't have. 3rd down 9 for Guyton. 4 receivers set. Low snap again. Guyton to throw. End zone. Nick, and it's overthrown and incomplete. As Guyton finds himself on the turf as he was hit by 3 Falcons just as he got rid of the ball. 4th down and 9. And for the Auggies, this will be their final play of the ball game on offense. Unless we can get a 1st down, we need to get to the 14-yard line.
Come on, defense!
And this partisan Falcon crowd making a lot of noise. 4 receivers set for Guyton. Ray J with Bolton on his right hip. Gets the snap, this time a good one. Rolling far side, throws out of the flat, and it is caught by Elliott inside the 10. And Cyrus spins down to the 8-yard line. 16-yard pickup, and the Auggies have a 1st down. 1st down and goal at about the 6-yard line. They'll have to hurry up. They'll start the clock as soon as the chains have been moved. And Guyton under center. And 36 seconds go, and Guyton will spike the ball. 2nd down from the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal. And Guyton looking over to offensive coordinator Drew Prevet. I'll hear about that in the office next week. Drew Prevet calling in the plays from the far sidelines as the Auggies up to the line of scrimmage again. Chris Lemke is our center. AK is on that left tackle spot. 2nd and goal. Guyton to throw. Quick pass, slant pass through the hands of Elliott, and it's picked off in the end zone. A tip pass and a touchback. Pass intended for Cyrus Elliott and went off his hands and picked off in the end zone by the Falcon defense. And the INT was Brian Thomas, a senior linebacker out of Lowell, Indiana. And the Auggies turn it over again. That is our 3rd turnover on the ball game. 3rd interception. Yep, 3rd interception of the ball game, and we've lost the ball on fumbles twice. So 5 turnovers. That's not going to win you any ball games. And the victory formation for Concordia-Wisconsin. Nixon will kneel it down. First time all afternoon that he's been under the center. And the clock winds down. And again, CUW goes 2-0 on the season. Your final score, Concordia University, Wisconsin 24. Your Augsburg Auggies 14. And your post-game show is up next here on Augie Game Center, brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. They offer orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations across the metro. Open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Visit them at tcomn.com to find a location near you. The scoring in the ball game, Richie Guess on a fumble recovery after a fumble by Tyrus Bolton takes it in from 20 yards out to start the scoring at the 10:32 mark of the first quarter. PAT good, and it's 7-0. And then the Falcons went on a 90-yard, 11-play drive that used up 4 minutes. Logan Haas went in from 4 yards out to make it 14-0 till the first quarter. Second quarter, Dominic Zergalila on a 27-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Nixon. PAT good, it was 21-0. Auggies get on the board at the 3:14 mark of the second quarter. First half, Isaiah Malone, the pickoff, goes 39 yards to the Haas. PAT good, it was 21-7. Then in the second quarter, the Falcons picked up a 20-yard field goal from their kicker, Kevin Kern, to make it 24-7. And then the Auggies finally come back and put up a score on the board. As they went 38 yards in 9 plays. Raymond Guyton Jr. goes in from the goal line. PAT good. And there's your final 24-14. Our broadcast here on Augie Game Central brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, Wells Fargo, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Devani's Pizza, the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel, the 360 Wow Incorporated Company, the Corner Bar, Thrivent Financial for Lutheran, Jimmy John's, Memory Lanes, and Flashback Cafe. We thank them all for making our broadcast of 130 during the season possible. As we go to the out-of-town scoreboard, haven't got the final stats in yet. Late fourth quarter, Concordia Moorhead 25-7 over UW Eau Claire. St. Olaf at home against Luther, no score. That's no surprise. St. John's a final over Buena Vista 40-17. And Gustavus River Falls, no scoring from St. Peter. Will be there next week. And Carthage has come back. They're in overtime. Bethel 34, Carthage 34. Royals had a big lead early in the ballgame. Lake Forest over Carleton, a final 42-21 fourth quarter. St. Thomas 50 and UW Stout 17. And tonight, under the lights at Claw Stadium, it'll be Hamlin taking on the Scots of McAllister. And let's go to the rest of the scoreboard. Let's check out women's soccer. This should be first half by now. The Auggies and UW Eau Claire. St. Olaf lost in 2 overtimes to Lawrence 1-0. Bethel beat Northland. McAllister 9-0 over Lawrence College out of Appleton. Hamlin over River Falls 5-1. And Denison put up 6 on Carleton 6-0. St. Ben's and Luther 2 overtimes, 1-1 tie. And Augsburg and Minnesota Morris, and I may have said Eau Claire at Morris, and we have no score in there. Volleyball earlier today, the Augie ladies defeated Minnesota Morris 3-0. And the second match against UW Eau Claire, as I scroll down, come on, computer, help me out. And 1-0 Eau Claire after the first set, 25-19. Here are the final stats. Thank you to Stephen Chandler and his crew here at Concordia, Wisconsin. And the Falcons put up 384 yards of total offense on 73 plays, 146 on the ground, 238 through the air. The Auggies just 51 yards rushing, 164 through the air. The Auggies had 15 first downs, 5 in the second half. The Falcons had 19. Auggies penalized 4 times for 39 yards. The Falcons 10 for 85. And we had the 2 pickoffs and the 2 fumbles during the ball game. The individual totals, Tyrus Bolton 53 yards and 19 carries, and most of those in the first half. Net yardage only 36. Guys at 8 of 36 and 1 interception. That interception in the end zone in the closing seconds. Nick Haney 4 catches for 89 yards. Bolton 2 for 45 and Elliott 2 for 30. Glenn Myers 9 punts for a 40-yard average. 40.1, as long as was 59. And Qua Win 14 tackles, including 8 solos. Lorenzo Henderson, inside linebacker, he was in on 7. Individual totals for the Falcons. Logan Haas, 20 carries, 87 yards. Aaron Exton, the quarterback, 15 carries for 50 yards. Haas had the 1 touchdown receiving. And Giwa, 3 catches for 57 yards. Dante Edwards, 3 for 26. Ragnar, 2 for 58. And Sarah Gila, Dominic had 2 for 40. Albert Gorlitz, as it became a punting game there in the third quarter, he had 7 punts for just a 32-yard average. And the tackler of the defense led by James Thompson with 6. Kern, Pullen, and Gassall with 5 apiece. And that's the story on the Auggies' second game of the season and their second loss. Again, on the road next week as we open up conference play in the MIAC to take on the Gusties down at Hollingsworth Field in St. Peter. I'll be there as we audio and video stream from Hollingsworth. And don't forget our next broadcast here on Augie Game Central Volleyball. Coming up Wednesday night from Simon Melby Hall, the Auggies open up conference play against St. Olaf. My traveling partner, cameraman, and engineer extraordinaire Travis Monroe has been on the camera here today. Don't forget, his company is Travis, or MediaAmazing.com or .net? .net. MediaAmazing.net is Travis's website. Check him out. He does a lot of camera work on the side as well. Again, to Stephen Shower, the new dad. Congratulations, baby, about 2 days ago, their first. Thank you to he and the staff for the help here on the broadcast here this afternoon. From Falcon Field here on the shores of Lake Michigan on the campus of Concordia, Wisconsin, 24-14 your final. I'm Tom Wichman. Good afternoon, everybody. We'll talk again.